What is up, my friends? Welcome back to IGC's Broken Earth campaign, session 3. We are gonna go ahead and first off mute my phone, and
I like that ringtone.
then we're gonna. I said I'm going to mute my phone. It's telling
just
me
the
that it's
countdown
not
in the
streaming.
background.
That's all it's doing. I actually can't mute it yet. I'm still on call for another hour, so I gotta hang on to it. But I'll put it away from my microphone. And we'll have everyone here roll a d20. Everyone except Sivar. And whoever rolls lowest gets to give our recap of last session. Looks like
Agamemnon it is.
Agamemnon.
Just kidding.
Is that everyone? Claire, still need one from Jericho.
I did mine first.
Oh, there it is. Oh, you're right. Alright, Agamemnon, are you ready?
Sure.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
The gang brought home a huge board to Jimmy John's and ate some dinner. They also met Claire, a wonderful and beautiful Asimar lady who tried to accost poor Agamemnon, leading him to remember his wife and children that will arrive shortly in the city of Earthcut. As we progressed, we found our way to the king's feast and feasted on sand wedges as well, finding our way to a museum, seeing a play, learning that the king may in fact be a Goliath, and further on, we were followed by a halfling named Warlink. Eventually, Jericho had a schizophrenic break and ended up deciding that the end was nigh. The next day, we were all arrested by the Crown's Guard, except for yours truly, Agamemnon. Also, Claire discovered eggs.
Whoop whoop.
Agamemnon did nothing wrong. Alright. Okay, let's begin, shall we? As you're being carted through the streets in a cart, basically, you start to wonder yourself, what the heck, why, how, what? And several other questions, as eventually you pull up to the castle and find your way to this side of the castle over here. That happens to be the dungeon side. And why isn't it moving, everyone? Oh, that's why.
At least Layla made it out.
Yeah, Layla's not there. Let's see. Rejoin as player, please. Thank you, OBS. Alright. Anyways. As you are hauled into what seems to be the entrance for the processing area, the door is slammed behind you. And you can see there the captain of the guard. He says, "Alright, that should do it. Get those cuffs off. Let's go." As you are immediately uncuffed and he waves you forward. "Sorry about all that. Had to bring you to the castle and, well, gotta maintain appearances. It's the only way we could get you here."
I'm confused.
Just to be tremendously clear, we're not under arrest.
No. Of course not.
Oh, thank
Honestly.
goodness.
It's
My
not
mother
the
would have
best
had a
plan,
heart
I
attack.
agree, but we did need you here, and, well, this is the best way we could get you here. Anyways, the prince, he kind of just fumbles for a second. The king, yes, the king would like to talk with you. This way, please.
Oh?
Says, yes, this way.
Alright.
And he just kind of leads you off into a side hallway. into another kind of like area with like a desk. There's some papers, some chairs. Says, please have a seat. We'll be ready soon. Captain Agamemnon, if you would. This way.
Everyone, just have a seat. I'll be back.
All right.
And he just opens the door and kind of motions for you to head inside.
I duck as not to hit my head.
And everyone that's there, you also see Layla, kind of dressed up, kind of nice, but not like too pretty. She's kind of there.
Layla, what happened?
And I'll bring Agamemnon into the private chat. All right. Let's see. You enter a small room, probably not bigger than 20 feet on each side. Near the wall opposite the door is a table with several pieces of parchment on top. On the other side sits a man in full plate armor bearing the royal crest. To his right is a tall, thin-looking scribe holding some papers and wearing a pair of glasses. You have seen this person before. At the center of the room lies a golden circle set in stone, and at each corner there's an armed and armored guard standing at attention. It seems that though many people have passed through this room in the past few decades, and now it's your turn. Almost immediately, the crown prince, soon to become the crowned king, stands to greet you. Ah, Captain, it's good to... And he trails off as the thin-looking scribe looks over to him. My liege. He shakes his head once and continues, apologies, Captain. It's just that you look a lot like my father. I just thought for a second. No. Anyways, it's just that my father used to tell stories at the front lines, you know, and your name came off quite often, actually.
Oh, it's wonderful to hear such news that I'm appreciated here.
Oh, yes, of course. We do hear a lot about the front lines. Captain, I hate to do this to you so soon after arriving to Earthcut, but your kingdom needs you. I know you're more of the charge straight ahead type, but we need a bit of subtlety on what I'm proposing. Because of this, I can't send any members of the Royal Guard or Army, and, well, I need you to keep an eye on everyone. Basically, you're going to be my eyes and ears, as well as sword for this mission.
Aye, the dummies look like a rough crew. I don't even know why you chose them.
Yes, I'll get to that. Don't worry. Captain, should you succeed, I'd be more than happy to expedite the process of getting your wife and child off the front lines and into a suitable home. And I mean home, not a house. I know the front lines are well defended with people like you at the head, but it's no place to raise a child.
Definitely not, though I was raised there myself.
Yes, and look how you turned out.
A strapping young man I am. But this mission will take me away from the city, and I won't be here when my wife and child arrive.
No, there's still... The paperwork is still in the system, as it were. I'm sure that they'll be on their way soon, but hopefully this won't take more than a day or two.
Wonderful. Yes, I'll take care of it.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Right, let's get started. And he kind of yells out, bring in the specialists first, and the others one by one after him. I'll do most of the talking, Captain. Just follow my lead. And he sits back down behind the desk and motions you to stand behind him and off to the left.
He takes a strong stance and presents himself in the military style.
Alright, and we'll head back.
Was War just following us the entire time? Are you hidden in a back alley?
I'm glad you showed up, Warlink. Just in time.
Thank you.
Actually.
I'm sorry I was a little late.
That's okay.
My league game took longer than expected.
As you guys are sitting down, or talking, the guards kind of drag in a small halfling. He's kind of fighting. It's basically just saying, "Let me go! I didn't do anything." As essentially, Warlink, you've been dragged into the castle dungeons.
What? I got involved?
Yeah, they as soon as you woke up, like some soldiers basically found out where your hiding spot was, wherever you were staying, and essentially just grabbed you and brought you here. And you being a halfling, they basically just picked you up. It
Aww.
says, "Found him, sir. This one's name is He takes a look at the sheet. Warlink, yes? He's asking you if that's your name.
Oh. Yeah, what's it to you?
Like, oh, this is the one. Alright, right in there. He kind of points to a door that's open.
What?
It's
I
not
didn't
a
do
cell
anything,
door.
though.
It's not a cell door, it's just a regular door. Head on in there, sir.
What did I do?
Nothing, sir. Just head on in. It'll make sense, I promise.
It already doesn't make sense.
None of this makes sense.
Sir, if you would please just head into the room.
I head into the room.
Alright, and they shut the door behind you. Private, for some reason, can only hold 2 people, so we're just gonna do this here. Just don't metagame too hard, but, anyways, Willink, you enter a small room, probably not bigger than 20 feet on each side, and near the wall opposite the door is a table with several pieces of parchment on top. On the other side sits a man in full plate armor bearing the royal crest. To his right is a tall, thin-looking scribe holding some papers, wearing a pair of glasses. On the other side is Agamemnon, his form towering over the other 2 men, his hands resting on a giant war hammer. At the center of the room lies a golden circle set into the stone. At each corner there is an armed and armored guard standing at attention. It seems as though many people have passed through this room in the past few decades, and now it's your turn. The man in royal armor grabs a piece of paper off the desk and stands. You're the halfling known as Warlink, correct?
Yeah.
And as you answer, he looks over to a scribe behind the desk, who gives him a quick nod. Right, he continues. It says here you've done a bit of time in our dungeons. He begins flipping between a few papers. 3 weeks for 3 separate counts of petty theft. Another 2 weeks for attempting to escape prison during one of those. A month in our cells for forgery. Another for blackmailing the nobility. He continues to flip through the pages. I could go on, but let me get to the point. Clears his throat. Mr. Warlink, an item of great importance has been taken from our esteemed city. Those responsible have demanded an outlandish ransom for the retention of said item. Of course, we could pay said amount, but my father was never one to negotiate with such types of criminals. If we had more time, I'm sure we could share some stories on that regard, but I fear time is of the essence. And he steps around the desk and comes closer. In short, Mr. Warlink, we need a specialist such as yourself.
I'm listening.
Well, see, we need to know how these thugs think. What are they after? Where are they hiding? Questions like these that an upstanding citizen such as myself cannot answer. He heads back to the desk with papers in hand. Of course, we're not asking you to do this for free, no, he says, holding the papers ever so closely to a nearby candle. Should you help us in this matter, we could make certain past mistakes vanish completely. What say you?
What assets do I have at my disposal?
You will, of course, be given means of travel and food and drink for the journey. We do have some weapons in the Royal Armory. Should you need anything, but other than that, I'm afraid we can't provide much more.
Other than me.
I'm sorry, but who is this guy right here?
This is Captain Agamemnon. And he just kind of cedes to you to introduce yourself.
Soldier of the front lines, out of the fort near the base of the mountains. If you get into trouble, can't sneak your way out, I'll be there to protect you.
That's reassuring.
Roll a... I don't know if it would be wisdom. Roll a history check, Warlink.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, history check.
All All right, it's fairly easy to know who this Captain Agamemnon is because you've heard his name on the streets. He's apparently distinguished himself in Fort Freybury as one of the captains. It's basically really good on the battlefield, and you've heard tales of him holding back an entire orc horde. Whether or not they're true is something else to be discovered. But you've definitely heard his name on the streets.
Okay. So for this assignment, is Mr. General here just my only companion?
Oh no, of course not. We're getting together, grouped together now. We just happen to need a specialist.
The most prestige group.
Yes, the best of the best.
The Avengers.
I'm putting together an initiative. Mother effer.
Maybe a little less prestigious than that. Let's just knock it down a bit.
Group, you say?
No, Jericho, no. Jericho, heart attack, dies on the spot. Anyways, continue.
I say to myself, I wonder if it's the same group that I was following this whole time.
He says, so, do we... The prince speaks up, so, do we have a deal?
I'll play your game, little prince. But you have to... Sorry, I'm not good at role-playing. But you better clear my rap sheet if I get it done.
He says, trust me, you get this done and everyone will forget who you are. And
Alright, we got a deal then.
He says, excellent, he says, a big smile spreading across his face. Your king thanks you for your dedication to the crown. Everett, give the man his pay, would you? Without a moment's hesitation, the scribe walks over to you and hands out a small bulging sack.
I take the sack?
You take the sack. This is a somewhat heavy sack, and you feel excitement come over you as you know exactly what's inside. The contours and the shapes and the weights. It is definitely full of coins. He says, we will be in contact with you shortly. If all goes well, our team will be assembled by noon. Please don't leave the castle grounds until given permission. You may wait outside if you wish, or head to the armory and arm up. The choice is yours.
I head to the armory then.
And they open the door, and you're escorted by a guard to the armory. And we'll get to that in a second. As the door opens, and the scribe comes out, and the other people in the room see kind of a small halfling walking out.
That one frightens me.
Why is he so short?
I don't know. I thought Layla was short.
Claire,
but...
you probably
wow.
know what a halfling is.
Oh, is okay.
Agamemnon
You might not
overhearing
have seen one, but
overhearing the other people whisper to the scribes, those dummies sure are racist.
Wow. Yeah, those crackers sure are racist. So he says, all right, next we have, let's see, Jericho Valentinian, Layla Corellis, and Claire.
Yes.
And we have Sivert Gazpana.
That's me.
If you would all step inside, please.
All right. Lead the way. Sorry, fart.
Does everyone step inside?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
Right. And as you all step in, the door closes behind you. He says, apologies for the manner in which we had to bring you here. I'm afraid transporting people such as yourself into the castle grounds are a bit troublesome. The way
Yes.
the current political climate in this area is unfortunately not to my liking. However, perhaps we can change that in the coming years. Anyways, I prattle on. Miss Corellis, I do hope that your accommodations have been up to suit.
Yes, thank you. They've been fine.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
I bet she didn't get dragged here in the cart.
Well, of course, she's nobility, unlike the rest of you. Anyways, let's see here. He starts shuffling around some papers. Here we are. Let's see. Yes, 4 boar plus the big one. Well, I'll get right down to brass tacks.
We didn't steal the axe, just so you know.
Oh, I'm quite aware you didn't steal the axe. In fact, that's the entire reason we're here. You see, someone else has stolen the axe.
Did it happen to be a woman in a white robe by any stretch of the imagination?
Says, I don't know. I wasn't there. Do we have any? Do we have any footage? No, sir. Cameras have not been invented yet. Oh, yes, I see.
I can't.
He says, let's see. The boar you brought in, 302 pounds. Second place. Quite impressive. As nobody says anything. Says, yes, they're also quite emotive.
Well, I'm still a bit confused of why we're even here.
Well, I mean, you've already technically proven yourselves capable of a fight. I mean, we did ask the ones that brought down the number 1 boar, 312 pounds, but, well, they were all nobility and decided they wouldn't. They decided not to entertain the idea of chasing bandits into the foothills. So we decided to go with number 2.
So we're being hired. Now it makes more sense.
Yes. And again, I apologize in the method you were brought to the castle. Political climate and whatnot. I take it you all enjoyed the king's feast then? So it's called, yes. I refuse to call it the festival, despite my father's wishes. It is the king's feast. Sorry, you were saying?
More or less, it was enjoyable.
I had a sandwich.
What
sandwich?
What is a sandwich? That sounds awful.
Well, it was actually quite delicious. You should try one. But we digress. So, bandits stole the axe? But we saw it yesterday. It was on display at the museum.
Yes, it was. And now it's gone. Look at that. We don't know how they did it either.
My king, don't you have a regiment for these kind of thing?
And he kind of looks over to his scribe and says, the scribe says, the security systems were not yet in place. They were supposed to be installed today.
So just an oversight.
Of course.
All right. You just didn't misplace the axe?
We have tried to find the axe, but we have searched high and low. But unfortunately, this note seems to prove that we have indeed been robbed.
No work of. Have you attempted divination? Oh, that's right. I don't know. Use
attempted what?
Nothing. So, what clues do you have?
Well, he's holding out a note.
No. Sivar will take the note. And read out loud.
Sivar, you can read a note that says, "We have taken the axe. If you want it back, 100,000 gold pieces."
That's... Question. What
brilliant.
It's in common.
Alright.
This seems to be written by an idiot. Did they not explain where to take the gold to?
Flip the note over.
Oh. Flip the note over.
Why didn't they show me
5 miles on the northwest trailhead of Earthcut, there will be a broken cart by a broken sign. Leave the gold there, and the axe will be returned in a day's time.
Ah, all right.
Is there a crayon map?
There is a very crude charcoal-driven drawn map.
Excellent.
So, my king, what would you have us do?
Well, if you're willing, I would hope to hire adventurers such as yourselves to get the axe back. My father wasn't too keen on negotiating with robbers and thieves.
I get it. If you send ones like us, it'll be a bit inconspicuous compared to sending your guards out.
Yes, quite. It's almost as if you overheard our conversation earlier. He kind of looks at you pointedly.
Wait, what?
I was gonna say, there's nothing a lot inconspicuous about a golden dragon.
Well, no. Well, if these individuals are expecting payment from the crown, they would be expecting us to be poking our noses around.
He says, look, we don't really have men to spare recently. It seems the orcs in the north and the untamed wild seem to be getting a bit more aggressive. I don't really have the time to go looking after one of my father's old axes, but it is something that would bring the people, joy in seeing in the museum. It did seem that the people enjoyed the exhibit yesterday.
Zephyr holds up the note towards Jericho. Jericho, do we have time for something of this?
Yeah. As far as I am concerned, you guys have all the time in the world now. I still have some figuring out to do about the other issue.
Well, all right, as long as we're getting paid.
Oh, yes, of course
King?
you get paid.
King, you have my service.
What's that?
You have my service.
Excellent. Did you maybe want to hear the plan first?
Well, weren't we just going to go investigate? Find them? I'd assume beat the snot out of them and bring the axe back.
Well, yes, that is part of the plan, but, we are going to be given horse and carriage, and you're going... Well, we had a plan, And he looks over to the scribe and says, we were going to fill sacks full of fool's gold. Make it look like we were going to pay the ransom. And then you would go to the drop point, either pay it and follow them, or strong arm them into telling you where their hideout is.
All right.
Sounds like a good plan.
These are only two possible outcomes. We are leaving the majority of your actions to your discretion.
Why, thank you for that.
Well, we can't plan every minor detail, can we?
Claire, are you good for this?
Let's do it.
Claire is on board. Layla?
And the prince speaks up, my lady, if you do not feel like you would want to participate in this, I understand. It is simply that you helped in bringing down that boar, so I thought you might be interested.
She kind of huffs and looks at him and says, well, considering both times now I've had to kind of save your asses, I better go too.
The prince just looks at Layla and then looks at the rest of you with like an inquisitive eyebrow, like,
Is Agamemnon here?
Yes, I'm standing right here. Can't you see me?
Agamemnon, are you coming with us?
Yes, I plan to protect each and every one of you with equal regard, especially you, princess.
Well, Jericho, if
All
that
right.
comes back down to you. Will you be joining us as well?
Well, I would love to.
Good, it's settled then.
Are you sure that?
I'll hand the paper back.
All right.
He says, "Oh no, that's a copy. You can keep that one."
Oh, then I'm going.
What's a copy?
Well, you
Well,
see,
the
we got our
scribe
best
wrote-
scribes, and
They
I
scribed
wrote
it.
it down, and I wrote it
The
down. as they
legendary.
wrote it.
Okay,
The
I gotta
grand
use the
art.
restroom real quick.
I used our best scribe, Xerox, put it together. He says, "Well, I do believe everything's settled then. We'll have a horse and carriage waiting for you at the northwest exit. Until then, you may see to the castle's armory should you require any sort of weapons or armor of any kind. Everett, paid the men, would you?" "Of course, sir." He walks forward and hands you each a small sack of gold.
Claire opens it to look and see what's inside, but she's just gets disappointed when she realizes it's something she can't eat.
"You fool!
How much
Money
is-
can be used in exchange for goods and services." $20
Explain.
bill? That's not a peanut.
Agamemnon is going to say that he's gonna have the money reserved for when his wife and child arrive.
And
It's for them. Everything stays with them. Most of the money that he
Everett
makes.
just kind of puts the sack of gold back and closes his. "Of course, sir. I will make a note of it." And he says, "Excellent. Let us get started. When you are ready, I will meet you by the castle grounds to give you the horse and cart."
We need a letter of note if we're going to the armory. They're not just going to give us.
"Oh, they will if I say they will. You there?" "Oh, yes, sir." "Go to the armory with these and help them pick out suitable equipment. Right away, sir."
I guess we're heading towards the armory then.
Yay!
Let's go.
Why didn't I get a detailed briefing like they did?
No clue.
I don't know.
You're the specialist. You already know what you're doing.
You're there to track and stab. Is that a hair or is that? Dang it. Oh, okay. It's up on my monitor. Anyways, you make your way to the armory, and there you find a small halfling yelling at the guards. "Don't you have anything in my size?"
Don't you have anything in my size?
"Well, we're sorry, sir. We just we don't we could have it made right away." And you're basically in the armory now. There's a couple guards there. They're like, "Is there anything you need for your expedition?"
Wait, to me or to them?
Everyone, basically.
Claire walks up and says, "Yeah, I want your biggest and bestest sword."
And there's a link for basic equipment. No, that's the wrong one.
You lied.
I lied.
You failed me.
Biggest and bestest sword. He says, you could take.
I
a great
return.
sword." He points to a rack of like really big swords.
Do you have a breastplate that will fit me?
Breastplate. Let's see. He goes over to the armor racks. I'm looking through here. Let's see. And he kind of finds one. He's like, kind of like holding it up to you. "I think this one would work." And he brings it to you. You can put it on, and you see that it fits sufficient enough.
It's just lighter than this chain mail I keep wearing. I thought if we're going to be doing those sorts of things, I might need a little more dexterity.
Yes.
Fine.
One breastplate. There you are.
And he'll hand in his chainmail for now.
Do you want
I guess
me
I can stock up on
do you want me
arrows.
to take care of this, or do you want me to add it to the armory?
Whatever you need to do.
We'll just take care of it for you, sir.
Is there a limit to how many arrows and daggers I can carry?
Yes.
Traditionally, quivers hold about 10 arrows, but in D&D they hold 20. That's all I know.
Sounds about right.
What about daggers?
You probably, let's see, they weigh 1 pound. You Warlink, right?
Yeah.
You can carry 60 daggers if you didn't carry anything else.
What's that?
60 daggers all in his belt, and across his chest.
As in, you'd have to drop your short bow and short sword.
Hmm.
And they probably don't even have that many daggers. They probably have like 20.
What kind of leather armor do they have?
Yes.
All of them. Do they have studded
padded
leather?
armor, they have leather, they have studded leather, they have hide.
Ooh.
They
I
have
was looking for that
pretty much
studded
anything.
leather.
So studded leather armor coming right up. Get you a big suit of studded leather armor and hands it to you.
Excellent. And you know what? I'll trade in my spear for a shinier one.
I says, okay. And he takes your spear and you get a nice shiny new one. He says, we'll polish this up right away.
Excellent. Brilliant.
So, you said that wasn't the right link?
Yeah, that wasn't the right link. I'm pasting the right. There's weapons.
I need
Armor.
a lantern and some oil. And he takes a bundle of torches out of his pack and hands them over.
He says, alright, lantern and 10 pints of oil. Here you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
He tosses the torches onto the torch pile.
Claire, after deciding, after looking at the rack of great swords, she picks out the one that feels most balanced to her, and she takes it and puts her old one in its place.
You can see it's clearly like taking a book from the shelf in the library and putting it somewhere else. It just like looks very disturbed. It's like, he just takes it.
I'm sorry. And I just hand the guard the old greatsword.
Says, thank you. We'll get this polished up. Yes, right away. And he hands it off to a servant and takes it away. He's taking these weapons that you guys have been giving him, just basically to fix them back up.
Trying to think of anything else I might need.
I'll take some better leather armor.
Leather armor?
Well, is there anything better than what I'm wearing?
Let's see.
Young halfling, right?
Warlink. Wearing leather. You could use studded leather.
Okay, I'll take that. And I'll probably take a couple of extra daggers just in case.
I'm jacking your sheet. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, you're looking for some light armor. So studded leather coming right up. Hands you some studded leather armor.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I have a couple of throwing darts, maybe?
Says,
That
darts.
would work.
I hand you a box of 10.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I'll take some too, I guess.
Throwing darts. Box of 10.
Never much of a dart user myself.
Claire looks over to a guard and says, you don't got anything explosive, do ya?"
Not for you, we don't.
Oh.
This is the general armory. We don't do special stuff here.
I think I'll need some extra tools. I'll need pitons and a hammer.
Unfortunately, we do not have those in the armory. You'll have to go pick those up in town.
Ugh, what a waste. How about a healer's kit?
Again, this is the armory. Unfortunately, you'll have to pick those up in town.
Damn this NPC.
Unfortunately, we do not have those. You'll have to pick those up in town, sir. Please, I'm just doing my job.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else in the armory that I would get? Oh. No, you probably don't have tents or anything. Fuck. I mean, sorry.
We do not have those, no.
I must pick them up in town?
You must pick those up in town. This is only the armory.
Guess we better go to town.
I'm all set.
Claire is ready.
I'm feeling content as well.
I still need my
Yeah.
daggers.
How many daggers did you want, sir?
60.
Let's go with 8.
Just make my
8
armor
daggers.
out of daggers.
And he pulls out kind of like just a small bandolier. It's got like 10 slots. And he says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here you are. It's like a medium-sized creature's bandolier, so it probably wouldn't fit you, but you could finagle it onto your person.
If that doesn't fit, little one, we can get it tailored in town.
Does it fit?
No, it's too big for you.
Okay, I guess I'll have to go to town and tailor it then.
Wait, why would I need a breastplate stretcher? Why would I even wear a breastplate?
Lucky thing, the Dragonborn came by with all those iron daggers earlier.
Also in studded leather?
Yes, one studded leather coming right up. And he brings the smallest one they have. And it's like, this is
Oh,
this
it
is-
was for a child.
yes, this is for the children's training purposes, but kind of looks at you, yes, it should fit. I
That's
apologize if it
adorable.
doesn't fit so snugly, but
As long as it doesn't hinder my movement or makes me less stealthy, then it'll do.
says, no, you should not have any disadvantage to your stealth checks.
It does, however, have those nice vital spots marked right on the armor.
It's got marks on the armor. It's like, strike here.
Weak point. Arrow points to it.
I don't suppose I could get rid of these markings in town.
Well, then simply just wear a shirt over it. You'll be fine.
Works for me.
Excellent. So, anyone else be needing anything?
Oh,
I
that's
think
it.
we're good.
I think we're good.
Excellent. Best of luck on your adventure.
Thank you. Enjoy your time in the armory, quartermaster.
This is the armor. We do not. Oh, yes. Thank you. As you make your way out of the armory, one of the guards is kind of leading you to the front of the castle, to the castle gates, right here. And you are greeted by the soon-to-be king of Earthcut, Prince William. Says,
Oh.
did you find it? Did you find everything?
Everything that we'll be needing, yes.
Excellent. And he's kind of holding on to the reins of a horse. He says, your horse and carriage.
Is anyone good with horses? I had a very horrible time last time.
You've never trained in using a horse.
No, I can't say I have. They're usually extremely frightened of me and run away.
All soldiers are trained in land vehicles. I guess I could give it a shot.
Me and Sivart are from Lewick, where we are often trained in sea vehicles.
Yes, yes. If you wish me to move a boat, that I can
Horse-drawn
do.
boats don't work so well, so
I mean, they do if they're seahorses.
bam.
As everyone looks at her.
She says it just
You
completely
confuse
naturally.
me.
Yeah, I can't tell if she's just fooling us or that we should know something we don't.
You'd have to roll a knowledge nature check to understand.
Hey,
Jericho, you have heard tales of certain people pulling their ships using seahorses, but you've never seen it done.
I mean, they're small. You would need a couple hundred of them, I think.
Sea turtles?
Seahorses.
Seahorses.
hey, moving on.
The prince is just standing there like, what have I got myself into? He hands the reins over to Agamemnon and says, best of luck, and we pray for your safe return.
Where we're going, we won't need luck.
No, that's the exact opposite. Where we're going, we do need luck. We're going
The
to...
carriage just starts flying into the air.
Wait, air?
Back to the future.
Yeah.
Air
Back to the
horses.
future reference. It says,
Yeah, I know that.
I do apologize, but if the non-human races could sit in the back until you at least clear the noble district.
The back of the carriage?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's a covered wagon essentially.
Sivert climbs on in.
In the back are some somewhat it's like the back of a carriage. Excuse me. It's got like small benches on either side, but they're kind of cushioned, and at the very head nearest the horse there's like a giant chest.
Agamemnon's gonna throw his backpack in the back of the cart, along with his shield and warhammer.
It smells like pyrite in here.
Sivart, do a dexterity save for me, please.
Someone trying to sit on me. There we go.
So Sivart, as you're climbing in, you just barely dodge to the side as this giant backpack, shield, and warhammer come flying at you.
Ah! What was that?
Don't mind. It's only about 70 pounds.
That would burst my head like a melon. Watch it.
Only if it didn't get stuck on your horn first.
The saddest bent nail.
The prince is just kind of standing there, like his head in his hands, like, oh, I hope this works.
So I'm in the back of the cart now too. I sit in the seat.
All right.
Same seas.
Same.
I guess I need to roll to get in the cart.
You don't have to get in the back, but you can if you want,
What do you mean I don't have to get in the back?
because you're not a monstrous race.
You're not ugly.
You're not
You're
ugly.
still a demi, but you know.
Technically,
You're not
it's
an ugly demi.
Alright, I guess I'll...
Wait, Claire doesn't technically have to either. It's just up to you. 6 o'clock call out. I'm free. Anyways,
I guess I'll sit with... Wait, it's a carriage, right?
yeah.
I'll
There's a
sit in the
driver's seat,
front.
a passenger seat, and some in the back.
I guess I'll sit in the front. I mean, like, maybe I can learn how to like drive a carriage just in case. I don't
Getaway
have.
carriage.
All right, everyone is on board. Agamemnon, you are the driver.
Aye, aye.
We're supposed to go to town first, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some stuff in the market district we might want. So I will head that way and drive the cart through the city.
You drive the cart to the city, sticking to the main roads. You can't actually head into the market district with the cart, so someone will have to stick with it while the others go shopping.
I think Agamemnon will stick with the cart.
All right, so everyone else can go shopping and just tell me what you want to buy.
Nothing. I'm good.
I asked them to get me ball bearings.
Ball bearings.
Ball bearings.
Oh boy.
It's a thing.
Yeah, I've read this story.
I know.
I try to find someone who can fit me my daggers.
Right, you need that tailor.
I need this bandolier to fix now.
You find a tailor's a leather working shop, and you say, "Can you fix this bandolier for me?" He kind of looks at you up and down and says, "If you've got the gold."
How much?
Just 1 gold piece for refitting.
Fine.
He says, "Do you want it snug or do you want it loose?"
Snug.
Alright, step on over here for a second. And he pulls out his measuring tape. Kind of gives you... He's like, "Lift your arms. Alright, put the arms down. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Give me just a moment. I'll be done in a few minutes. And you see him kind of in the back, kind of cutting away, sewing. It takes him about 5 minutes, and finally he brings it back and says, "There you are. It should fit nice and snug." And as you put it on, you tell it's like perfect for your size. He says, "I've gone ahead and used the material to add a hidden pocket in between the bandolier and the chest area. As you can see, he kind of pulls it out. You see there's a small sort of hidden pocket between, like, on the inside of the bandolier. He says, you could store some money there, or perhaps," he looks at you, "perhaps another dagger. It's up to you. That'll be 1 gold piece."
Wait, I give him the so I give him the gold piece now?
Yeah, you pay
Okay,
him for his services.
I give it to him.
Says, "Thank you. Come see me if you have any more tailoring needs."
Psst, how hard would it be to pickpocket this guy?
Well, he's looking right at you. It's almost noon. Somewhat difficult.
Put a basket over his head.
That doesn't work.
Go crouch in the corner and wait for the AI to reset.
Also doesn't work.
Nah. I mean, if I'm gonna be clean after this, might as well avoid too much trouble. So I'm done.
Alright. Does anyone else want to buy anything?
What kind of specialty shops are around?
Yes. Pretty much everything but magic.
So is there, say, a fireworks or explosive specialty shop?
Gunpowder has not been invented yet, but you can buy alchemist vials.
Alchemist fire.
Alchemist fire, that's what it's called.
Perfect. Yes, Claire would like to go to the alchemy shop.
That sounds like a really
Alright.
dangerous.
Fine, do a perception check for me.
Alright.
Wait, I thought we didn't do magic stuff.
I mean, alchemy's just putting stuff together.
That's like borderline magic right there.
It's more of a science.
Alchemist fire.
Give it to me.
Where are the drugs?
Adventuring gear. Yeah, there it is. Alchemist fire. So you managed to find your way around town, kind of asking around about alchemy, alchemist place. You managed to find a place. He opened it up and says, Bowman's Breweries, how can I help you?
Hello, my name's Claire, and I'm looking for some little, non-orthodox today.
Ah, something to solve your problems, as it were.
Big problems.
Will you be wanting the acid or the fire version?
Fire, for sure.
50 gold pieces per.
Jesus.
Oh my god, how much gold do I have?
Did we decide how much gold was in the bags?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
50 gold pieces in the bags.
Okay, good go.
I take 1 alchemist fire.
50 gold pieces, please.
I drop my bag from earlier onto the table.
Says, oh, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Counts it out. Yes, 50 gold pieces. Here you are. And he hands you a vial that's kind of wrapped in like a small, like leather bag. He says, be very careful. Only throw it when you're ready to explode things.
Beautiful.
And let me paste it into your character sheet. Alchemist fire. There we go. Claire, inventory, loot notes. There you go. It's at the bottom. Okay. Says thank you. Will you be wanting anything else today?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Needs to. Have a great day.
Alright, anybody else?
Healing potions would be considered magic, correct?
That's what I was gonna ask, actually.
That would actually be considered more or less alchemy.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
so-
alchemy's legal.
So could I look at procuring a couple of healing potions potentially?
You may, yes.
I'll go with them. 2 of us can go there.
Alright, use perception to try and find an alchemist shop.
I'm getting there. Give me a minute.
Well, Jericho is easily able to kind of ask around. Alchemy? Oh, yes, this way. And you make your way to a shop, and you see Claire walking out. And you're like, oh, this must be the place.
Give her a wide berth.
Claire sort of looks at him, like, and sees him walking around, like as far away from me as possible. I'm like, oh, okay.
You managed to make your way inside Bowman's Breweries. How can I help you?
Yes, I am looking to go out on a little bit of an adventure, so I was hoping you might have a couple of healing potions.
Ah, yes. Would you be liking the common, the greater, superior, or supreme?
Common, just for now, please.
Ah, yes, common. Let's see here. 50 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll take one, please.
Alright, 1 potion of healing. There you are.
Thank you.
And for you, madam.
What is in the healer's kit, if you have it?
Healer's kit. I'm afraid we don't sell those here. However, you go down about 3 doors down. You'll be able to find a location that sells all kind of adventuring kits.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. Can I interest you in perhaps a healing potion? Or maybe an alchemist fire?
No thank you. He's got it under control.
Very well. Do have a good day.
Thank you very much, sir.
But of course.
So I walk down to the kit shop.
And you head inside. Alex's adventuring gear, how can I help you?
Hi.
Hello.
What is in a healer's kit?
Healer's kit. Let's see here. And he kind of takes one off the shelf and pulls it back down. As you can see, you have some bandages here, some salves, and a couple splints, and it's got about 10 uses in it, as it says. Do you know how to use one?
No, but I could probably figure it out. Maybe.
He just kind of looks at you. Oh, well, here. And he kind of goes to like a small little kind of desk, and he opens a drawer and he fiddles through it a bit. He says, here we are. And he picks out a small parchment. It says, instructions, just in case. And he kind of tucks it away inside of a small pocket in the healer's kit.
Is your friend bleeding to death? Here's how to save him.
You'd be surprised. It says, will you be purchasing a healer's kit then?
Yes, please.
Alright. That will be... He kind of tallies it up. That is 5 gold pieces.
Okay, so thank you.
That's it. Cancel it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Have a good day. And I hope you don't have to use that.
Me too, friend.
Then why would you buy it?
Kit.
Just in case!
Yeah, just in case, man. Alright, I'm gonna put it in your inventory how it works.
I was gonna say, not all of us have, like, healing pelvic thrusts we can do.
And I use Savart. I've had to heal you like twice now, I think.
Hey, I can't help it that
I wish I could go
projectile.
out and call.
I'm a projectile sponge.
I wish I could go out and call and pelvic thrust the patients back to life.
That sounds like an HR issue.
Yeah, but I mean, if I went out on a call to a person who's dead on the ground, and all I did was to stand there and pelvic thrust instead of do CPR, and they just came back to life, I think I would be like the best EMT ever.
God bless.
God.
And I would get like the government knocking on my door pretty soon, but
In one of two ways.
Here's the question, though. How would you have figured out that works?
Yes, that is a good question. See, I'm imagining myself just standing there, doing pelvic thrusts, and I'm sure at least one of you is thinking of me humping the patient. But no. Does everyone have everything they wanted to get in town?
At least I think so, yeah.
Did somebody pick up my ball bearings?
Oh,
I'll
no.
go do it.
Let's see, adventuring gear, ball bearings. Ball bearings are awesome.
Agamemnon needs ball bearings. Dental
actually-
plan.
Who's going to get them?
I'll go.
Alright. You're about to make your way out of Alex's adventures when, say, you kind of remember, oh yeah, I was supposed to pick up ball bearings. And you turn around and he says, oh yes, miss, did you need anything else?
Yes, I need some ball bearings, please.
Ball bearings, let's see here. Just one bag of 1,000 then.
Oh no.
How much are they?
They're gold for a bag of 1,000.
Jesus.
I'll get them too.
2 bags. He says, here you are, 2 gold pieces.
She hands it over to him.
Many thanks for your business, my lady.
If someone came and purchased 2,000 ball bearings and a first aid kit, I would be concerned.
Alright, I'm
The
back.
government would be
Play a prank
knocking
on
at
me.
your door.
Did I
Don't
miss
kink
anything?
shame, okay?
No,
Have
they're
you,
just
have
buying
you
stuff.
purchased?
We're talking
Have you
about,
purchased any pressure cookers lately?
We're talking about me humping near patients as an EMT and bringing them back to life.
Theoretically. Theoretically.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out and try it. That is okay. Is that everything?
think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As everyone returns back to the cart, Agamemnon's just kind of sitting there waiting, twiddling his thumbs,
Whistling to himself.
whistling a tune.
Before she forgets, she passes him his two bags of ball berries. Oh no!
I only
What?
needed
Oh no!
one bag. But thank you.
You can never have too many.
He attaches them to his belt.
Common obviously isn't her first language.
It's true. You just said get ball bearings. You didn't say how many. All right. It's 5 to 6, so it's only been an hour. Do you guys want to keep going, or do you want to take a quick break?
So keep going.
I'm
I
fine
keep
with
going.
going, unless you need a break.
No, I don't need a break. But let us
Yeah, I'm good.
continue.
Yep.
All right.
See?
Oh yeah, we haven't officially met yet. I'm Moorlink.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
So, where are you from there, Warlink?
Around.
That's
I'm
descriptive.
I've been brought on as a consultant for this expedition, apparently.
Are you from Groombuild?
From where?
Perhaps. Wait, can I check to see what rune bird is?
I suppose. I'm still trying to figure out what he's talking about.
Do I need to do a history check?
Yeah, history.
It's south of Sheestead.
Pull up my. I got the wrong map here on Roll20. That's why I can't see the
Grimbold. Grimbold.
Grimbold. Oh, okay. One of the dwarf cities.
Well, you're so short.
Wait, you thought I was a dwarf?
Aren't you?
No.
Oh, my apologies.
Racist.
He's clearly not strong enough to be a dwarf. Can't you see his spindly arms?
Well, I just assumed with the height.
Y'all a
That's
bunch of
racist.
racists.
That's racist.
You crack is a bunch of racists.
Well, we had plenty of visitors from Skaros, and they kind of looked just like him. It was a
No,
common
you're just
mistake.
racist.
Anyways, moving
On
on
that
with the
note,
conversation.
The cart begins it's a day-long journey towards the drop point.
Like, I know why they came to me, but what's your story? Why they get you guys in on this?
That is an excellent question. Jericho, would you field that question for us?
We gave the prince a lot of meat.
What?
Oh,
No.
Oh,
We killed a really big boar. We were second place in the boar hunting contest, and first place didn't want to come.
First place had better things to do.
But not us. We're easily persuadable.
And I'm here to babysit.
I'm here to find eggs.
While we're... Is it just the monster trio, like, in the back of the cart by themselves?
yeah, but they can. Oh heck, no, you ain't. Someone's trying to log into my Pinterest account. Let me change my password real quick. But yeah,
It's me. I'm doing it.
Oh no, it's just
Hacking
it's
the mainframe.
Claire. It's Claire, Layla, Jericho, and Simart. Because
They're the ones in the back?
Yeah, those four in the back. Because Claire took the what's it? Not Claire. Warlink took the passenger seat.
Well, while Claire is distracted looking out the window, I would like to get my spider back from Layla.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, old password
So-
entering correctly. That's not good.
Agamemnon, do you know where we're keeping the pyrite?
I assume it was back there with you. Is it gone already?
I didn't see it.
By the way, where's this carriage heading towards right now?
It's heading
Where?
northwest out of Earthcut into the foothills, essentially. I had a thing written down, but first, before we do that, you've all noticed that as you climbed into the back, kind of like your stuff that was at Jimmy John's has been placed there. And
Oh, how nice.
There's also a small package that says "Open Me."
I'm betting it's sand, which is. I'm gonna open it.
You open it, inside are 5 packages and a note. The note says, "Heard it from the Royal Guard. Heard it from the Royal Guard. Thought you were taken in for something. Good to see you sound. Might need these for the trip. Signed,
Alright.
Jimmy John."
Oh. How nice. I guess I'll hand everyone a package.
There's only 5 of them.
Oh.
I don't care for sand wedges.
Well,
Terribly.
then. Give
No
one
loss.
the Jericho, Lilo. Warlink, I guess you can have this.
Cool.
And Claire.
Thank
you are,
you.
I'm worried about that guard that told Jimmy John. He might be a leak. I'll have to take care of that when we get back.
You mean the guard or Jimmy John?
Jimmy,
Yes.
he knows too much.
He knows too much about sand wedges.
Indeed.
Anyways, you guys are just kind of heading your way there.
So I wasn't really briefed on how the whole thing happened. Can I get briefed on how the whole thing happened now?
Well, from what we know, the axe of the late king has been stolen. His son, our current king, wishes it back. We've got this note right here. Sivar
Oh.
passes over the note.
I take it and read front and back.
It says, hand over. It's like, we have taken the king's axe. If you want it back, we want 100,000 gold pieces at this location. And on the back it shows the small map. The broken down cart by the broken sign.
Is there a check or a roll I can make to make like intelligent investigation on it on this?
What are you trying to
sheet?
figure out?
I'm trying to figure out, or maybe like try to figure out what kind of person, or what kind of person could possibly try to ask for this much amount of money, and have a location on it as well. And trying to figure out maybe could it possibly be a trap or something?
Roll an investigation or an insight to determine what kind of person it is, and then roll the same for what were you trying to figure out again?
I guess what their plan is, or
What their
I
plan
don't know.
is. Okay, so just roll either investigation or insight to try and determine what their plan was.
Okay. Oof.
If I could spell right. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Brain. They want money.
And we have fool's gold.
They want money. That's all you can glean from it.
And do we have a plan of attack for this?
Well, Agamemnon, you seem to have dealt with things like this before.
Ransoms? Hardly. We're on the front lines. Attack head on. But we did have this one gentleman. He often liked to hide in the shadows while everything else was set up. And then he would wait at the area before we even arrived. I say we let Warlink out a mile out from the area and he can skulk. What? Is that the word for what it is you do?
Scout is what I preferred. It's the preferred terminology.
So we're sending out a scout to find their scout? So we're doing a counter scout.
Essentially.
Guess.
Alright, makes sense to me.
And we
What
have.
are you going to do when you find this scout?
Well, preferably, I don't want to be found, but I think we're doing the exchange. I might as well see ahead of time if there's a trap. And go on.
I meant most likely they have a scout observing the area. Once they know that any of us are there, they'll go return and give that information to whomever wants the gold. Wouldn't it be wise to just go find that scout and, cut him off before he does so?
True, but what if the group is expecting the scout to report back and he never shows up? Then something would be wrong.
Perfect.
For them.
That would lead them straight to us.
Huh?
Wouldn't that mean that they'd have to come investigate, and we can wait for them?
I think it's a 50-50 whether they will. Maybe they'll just retreat back.
Agamemnon, can you quickly calculate the numbers for me on that?
On what? What exactly?
They could just think something's wrong and just bail out.
That's unlikely. They want the money. They won't fail. What you need to know about these people is that they are idiots. Plain and simple.
Well, just by looking at their handwriting, I can assume that much.
Well, if they're idiots, there might not even be any scouts.
You mean they could just be waiting there at the cart? That would be pretty dumb.
Our best decision is to get there and find the lay of the land. Having Warlink here scout is an excellent idea. If he dies, I'll bring his body back.
That's comforting.
Alright, then.
Wonderful. So are we actually going through with the exchange, or are we just going to do something else? Possibly to follow them back? Figure out where the axe is? The axe might not even... They might not even bring the axe.
Warlink, do you think you could fit in one of these sacks?
Why do you want to know?
Well, if you were in there, it would make it much easier to follow.
We don't have to go quite that far. I have someone that could be of use.
Yeah, the spider dude.
Who said the spider dude?
What spider dude?
Who said the spider dude?
Me?
Bad!
Okay.
It's
sorry.
metagaming.
Wait, I've been following them. Shouldn't I know about the spider golem thing-ish?
You haven't seen.
You would know that a spider exists, but there's no way to tell that it's familiar. It
Whoops.
just looks like a spider.
Alright,
And magic is banned.
fine.
Jericho, what do you mean?
Oh, it's just all I meant was that we don't have to sacrifice one of our party members to the bag if I have other ways of tracking it.
Well, that's amazing. What might these other ways be?
We have a saying in the army, the military. Don't ask, don't tell.
But then how do we plan our... That makes no sense.
He'll do what he
Alright.
does.
Jericho, I'll assume that you have a way of watching the gold from a distance, correct?
I can at least make sure I know where they're going.
Alright, good enough for me. I mean, I can already do some strange things myself, and I've seen the strange things you do. Layla, how about you?
What about me?
Anything you might add to this plan?
I think maybe you're not giving them as much credit as you should. Don't plan for them to be stupid. Because they may not be.
Alright. So, from what I get, we'll send Warlink out ahead. Warlink, give us a scouting of the area. If there should be some form of scouts that they have in the area, maybe if you just locate them, that would be enough. Like, don't attack them or anything. Just figure out where they're at. We'll go in, we'll take the pyrite, we'll drop it off. Jericho will do his thing, and we'll leave. And we'll wait for them to take the pyrite, and we'll follow them. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
You're the boss.
Claire, you've been awfully silent.
Sorry, I was thinking about eggs. All this strategy talk is a little bit too complicated for me. I think that if they were stealing an axe that's important, then they must be pretty big and strong, and I want to fight them.
Agreed. Agamemnon, do you want us to stay in the cot, or do you want this to look official or not?
It should not matter. Cart would probably be best, though.
Alright. We got the plan then. Alright, how long is it to our destination?
You guys have been, kind of talking and walking, as it were. It's only been an hour. You don't exactly know how far away it is. You would have to roll survival to figure that out.
All of us?
I wish I
Anyone
brought
that
a
wants
map.
to roll can roll.
I guess I'll roll it. Boop.
You know it's at least more than half a day away.
More than half a day away.
Alright. I guess we'll climb up into the cart and move off.
You've been moving.
Alright. I guess wait.
Yeah, we keep moving
Did
for
long
being-
rests.
You've technically already got a long rest from sleeping.
Oh.
We should have all our resources.
Yeah.
Are there any local like places around in Spars?
Where's the thing I wrote for this place? I
Maybe
totally
we can
forgot.
get some. Maybe we can get some info before we arrive.
Let's see. The northernmost trail out of Earthcut begins at a low incline and runs along the mountainside. It's clear the road isn't meant for normal traffic, but the draft horse you've been given to aid your journey manages it well. There are a few slips and stumbles here and there, but the horse maintains its balance, plodding onward, ever onward. At this rate, you'll probably reach the drop location sometime tomorrow. So it's more of just more of a hiking trail than it is a highway.
So doubtful we're gonna find any establishments along the road.
Nope.
Hmm.
You probably see a hiker or two, a passerby. But that's about it.
I assume we're gonna be camping.
Unless you
For
want to keep
tonight?
pushing the horse through, yeah.
This evening, once we've gone as far as we can, we probably should.
Alright. So the time passes, and eventually the sun begins to get low over the mountains. And eventually the wind starts to get a bit chilly. And you find a nice open clearing near an old abandoned well and decide to set up camp.
So we're setting up camp.
It's the Illuminati.
Indeed.
Illuminati.
I'll give you a horse and cart here in the map, but I'll drag everyone in. Nope, that's the wrong page. Objects and tokens. There we go.
Whoa.
There you go. The gang's all here.
Wait, that is Warlight.
He is small boy.
Why does mine have an HP bar on top?
Everyone has an HP bar.
Everyone has one.
You
Oh,
can only see your own.
You just can't see ours. We're special like that.
Horse.
it's a big horse.
Bear pets the horse.
Do animal handling check.
Oh my god, okay.
Do not
Just-
eat the
just
horse.
Don't get a nat 1.
Alright, if I get a nat 1, do I eat the horse on accident?
No.
If she gets a natural one, everybody take a shot.
Skills. Ew. Hey.
So you get up to the horse and you start petting. You say, "Good horse," and the horse tolerates it well.
Can I scout around the area before it gets too dark?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception for your scouting.
Oof.
It's a forest, and there's some trees here and there, but you guys kind of find a nice kind of overhang to camp under. That's about all you can tell.
So, Jericho, how's the stuff up here doing? You know, brain-wise.
Well, I'm not feeling quite as crazy today as you might have noticed, but I've been doing some thinking this evening, and while I thought we were going to jail, and if it's all right, would you walk with me for a minute?
Certainly, Jericho.
So I would like to take him kind of out of, walk around, take him out of earshot of the other people who don't know that we're magic users.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
Oh, I kind of want to follow. Nah.
So,
I wanted to apologize for getting you involved in what turned out to be a fairly harebrained scheme, Savart.
I don't understand. Nothing happened, so nothing harebrained about it.
Well, you see, I thought that I had a plan. I intended there to be some sort of big fight or throwdown the night of the play, and that's why I sought to get allies and friends who I could direct to slay a big evil, and I would be a hero, and I was wrong, and everything I thought I knew was going to happen turned out to be a bad dream.
Better that than bloodshed, I say. You did nothing wrong, and nothing wrong happened. I mean, luck had it, whatever catastrophe you had seen didn't come to pass. Don't feel shame for that. Don't feel worried for that. It's a good thing.
That is a positive outlook, Savard. I appreciate it, but I can't help but feel a bit foolish for dragging you all around on a wild goose chase.
Well, now we've been hired by the king, so I can't argue too much of that. I've earned quite a bit of gold in a very short amount of time. I've got you to thank for that.
Well, hopefully there'll be a bit more before we're all done with this, my friend.
Agreed. Let's see if we can't find these bandits. Get that axe back.
And maybe they have gold on them, too.
Yeah. That's a good point. Alright, let's go see what the others are doing.
Yep.
Claire, how's that fire? Do you need any help?
It's very pretty.
Ah, good. So, Forlink,
Yeah.
want to tell us a bit more about yourself? I'll share my story if you'll share yours.
Interesting. I'm a street urchin. I get around by stealing, by not stealing, I get around here and there, pretty much being ignored.
Entrepreneur, I like it. Well, my name is Sivart. Well, I came from Leawick. I was a boatswain there. So was my father. I owe him quite a bit of gold, so... And, well, he's really angry at me at the moment. So, I came over to Earthcut to find some work.
Looks like work found you.
Agreed. This is Layla. Layla is a foreign emissary from... Layla, where are you from again?
The Corrales Kingdom?
The Corrales Kingdom, which I've never seen on the map anywhere. But either or, I mean, she is the walking flesh of the Triton. There you go, I remember Tritons. She's helped quite a bit too.
It's definitely a real place that totally exists.
Wow, thanks.
Jericho said it, not me.
Nobles do tend to have their uses.
This is Agamemnon. If you've heard anything of Fort Freeberry, I'm certain that Agamemnon could tell you stories upon stories about that. How is the front line? The Untamed Wilds still giving us hell?
Yes.
Very
See. And this here is Claire.
Hello.
Claire, we met in the bar. She eats a lot.
Yes.
I've noticed.
It's amazing. I don't know where she puts it.
I don't know either.
on her head.
Mostly my mouth. Claire, how about you share a bit more about yourself then?
It's nothing special. You see, my first memory was being inside this big old temple, and that's all I've ever known for most of my life. Until this weird voice in my head started telling me to do stuff, and so I did it. And now I'm out here. I swear I'm not crazy.
Where would this temple
Wonderful.
be?
Well, there is the city next to the sea, and the priest there, her name was Brandy, and she was really chill, and she taught me the ways of Lady Pinea, and ever since then I've been trying to carry out her will as good as possible.
Can you do a religion check on that? Who that is?
Yeah.
Let's see if start knows before I start spouting off things about religion. One.
You know that Lady Pinaya is the essentially the Lady of Spring, one of the lesser gods of Kurodor's realm.
What's she about?
She mostly represents, obviously spring, and a lot of it. Her is attuned to rebirth and like new beginnings.
Ah. I didn't study too much about Lady Pinna, but I only heard good things, so I'll assume that you're as such.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well, she's interesting to say the least. Yeah, she's the god of rebirth and spring and whatnot. But, she can be a little bit angry at times. But that's only if you go against her teachings. But, one of the main reasons I'm out here is because, about a year ago, when I started getting the voices, this guardian angel named Galadia just sort of told me to go out in the world and see what's out there, and that I'm gonna be important one day. And I didn't really understand what all that meant, but I just sort of went out and did it. Now I'm here.
Has Sivart ever heard of a angel called Galadia?
Roll religion.
All the religions.
Nope.
Well, that sounds interesting. Talking to an angel. Yes.
All I really know about her is that she can be vengeful at times. More of like a you could say like a crusader or something. Like she's out the bring the like
Take back the Holy Land.
Take back the Holy Lands and do the good deeds with
Claire,
force.
Then what about you, Claire? What do you do?
I roam around and I do work, and I just sort of walk around and see the world like I was told. I haven't really gotten any news, but I pray to her every night before I go to bed. And
What is Claire?
that's about it.
What is Claire armed with?
A very large greatsword.
Claire, do you know how to use that thing?
Yes, I do. And a very funny story as to why. So back ages ago, when I was very young, next to the temple there was this great mountain, and at the top of it, there was this old man named Godo, and Godo was very renowned for being a really cool guy and a really awesome blacksmith. But he made a sword that was a little bit too heavy for other male adventurers, and for me, that just sort of told me that I need to be the one to take it. And so, eventually, after many years of sitting in the temple grounds, praying to Panea, and then going out and hitting trees with sticks, I eventually gained enough strength to be able to wield it. Issue is, first quote-unquote fight I got in, it sort of got bent. It wasn't too good of a sword. And
Is it bent now?
Oh, I haven't had it in years. The sword I have is from the armory.
Oh. So where's the bent one?
The bent one is well, after fighting that guy and almost dying, I decided that sword, that there's going to be a lot of other swords, and that perhaps using new weapons could be a sign of rebirth under Lady Panea. So now every time I get a new chance, I decide to grab a new sword. The old bent sword is somewhere at the bottom of the ocean, off the cliffside.
Wonderful.
It was
Claire,
after
you-
that
you are-
event. It was after that event that Claire learned you're supposed to hit with the sharp edge and not the blunt edge.
She was holding a
Claire was
blade.
unaware.
Well, that's that. I'm definitely glad you're on our side then. Agamemnon, how about you? How skilled are you in the blade?
Very.
Well,
Is
that's
it polite?
wonderful.
Is it polite to ask how many you've killed?
No.
All right.
Some of our companions are more taciturn than others.
Layla, how? What's your weapon of choice?
A banjo.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if I can't persuade them somehow with the instrument, it does act as a decent weapon if you hit them correctly.
El kabong!
She's dead serious, by the way.
She's sitting there kind of strumming out a tune. As everyone's just kind of sitting around the fire.
You seem heavy on the daggers.
Yeah, well, you never know.
How about you regale us with some of your tasks that you might have done with them?
They're useful. They're useful for if you need to silently dispatch opponents at a distance when a bow just isn't good enough. They're also versatile tools that I can, tie ropes on and throw them around.
Sorry, I was gonna say I've had some success throwing them occasionally, maybe.
They're also good offhand weapons for pairing.
All right. Well, I've only ever known how to use this spear here. I know how to point the pointy end towards them and, give them the shaft.
Ooh.
No.
As you guys are talking, the sun has gone completely behind the mountains and it's getting really dark. You should think about, sleeping.
So who has first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Perfect. I'm going to go to bed then.
Agamemnon, you can wake me up when you need to. I can see pretty well in the dark, actually.
I'm blind as a bat.
And I need my beauty sleep, so you have fun with that.
Yes, you do.
Alright, so Agamemnon's taking first watch.
Who's taking second?
Me.
Think
Very cool.
Alright. Who's third and fourth?
Claire will take third.
I guess I'll take fourth then.
Alright. Agamemnon, roll a d10 for me. Alright. During your watch, not much happens. You just kind of roam around the camp to secure everything and make sure everything's all well and good. And nothing much happens for your watch. Once your watch is over, you wake up Jericho. And Jericho, you start your watch. Roll a d10 for me. Alright, Jericho. Nothing happens during your watch. Just kind of a nice little camping trip out in the woods.
Refreshing mountain air.
And then you wake up Claire for her watch. Claire already.
Alright, egg lady.
Claire, nothing happens during your watch. You go to pet the horse a couple times. Kind of think to yourself, man, I want some eggs. But nothing much happens. And who's fourth watch?
Me.
Who's me? I don't know names yet.
Warlink.
Warlink. Okay, you wake up Warlink for his watch. And Warlink, roll a d10 for me. Alright. Warlink, you go through your watch, and not a whole lot happens. Fire starts to die down, so you kind of stoke it a bit. But eventually the sun comes up, and it's the dawn of a new day.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I need coffee.
Claire's cooking eggs on the fire.
Where did you get eggs?
I'm wondering that myself. I've got hot
Claire
tack.
is eating one of her rations at the fire.
That happens to be an egg.
That happens to be an egg.
I don't think they would pack eggs for a journey.
Yeah, that would spoil.
Powdered eggs.
They haven't invented
It
that.
exists!
It exists in our world.
I mean, have y'all never been super poor? Because it totally exists.
Oh, I know it
Yes.
exists, but
I ate
making them's
powdered
hard.
scrambled eggs for 3 months.
Claire eats one of her rations at the fire.
It doesn't taste like eggs. It's not like Jimmy John makes.
Oh,
Can I go look and see if I can find any water around for us?
You've got water packed away in the cart.
Unnecessary then. Well, I'll have breakfast.
Alright, you guys have breakfast, and nothing really happened during the night.
anything happened during the watch?
Nope. Not on my watch.
It was quiet for me as well.
The horse tried to bite me.
You probably deserved it.
I'm not
Did
surprised.
you mess with the horse, Claire?
No.
Are you certain about that?
There. Dinner's ready.
Yeah, no. Yes.
Dinner's ready on my side, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'll go get some in a bit.
All right.
We are at the
After
2-hour mark.
drinking.
So today's the day, huh?
Time
Probably.
to find us some bandits.
Yeah, probably have to travel a bit more, but might be able to see them around noon.
So how far out are we going to let me off to scout ahead?
I'd say 2 miles at best. A mile, they'd be able to see us.
Maybe not if we go off-road.
Do you know the area well?
Not exactly, but I think they're letting him out too far also risks, isolating him if he gets in any trouble. And contrary to what Agamemnon says, I'd rather not bring his body back.
Warlink, what do you think? What is a good assessment distance?
2 miles sounds good.
All right. We'll approach. We'll take a 2 mile stop, and we'll wait for Warlink to scout out and come back. Warlink, how long do you think that would take?
Give me an hour.
Wow, you're pretty fast. All right. After that, if you shouldn't return, what should we do?
After that, should I not return?
He's asking,
I think
what do you want them to do if you don't come back?
Come look for me.
All right. We'll send out. We'll enter in and attempt to search for you. Is there any specific place you'd prefer to hide? Anything that you have that might show us, you're in trouble?
Let's see.
you want to take a handful of ball bearings.
Well, with those ball bearings, if you're captured, you could just start dropping them.
We'll be sure to Gretel our way to you eventually.
What's in my thieves tool again?
Thieves tools. Let's see. Doesn't say it on here, so we go to the. Oh no, it's gone. Wait, what am I doing? I can look it up here on roll 20. Thieves
Sweetie?
tools. Set of tools includes a small file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of narrow-bladed scissors, and a pair of pliers.
Oh, I have more than one kits. Disguise kit, poisoner's kit.
I think those are proficiencies, not actual
Hmm.
kits.
Oh, never mind then.
Look in your inventory. You've got
If
thieves.
only we
tools.
had. If only we had a thunderstone or perhaps some alchemist fire. Tossing a bit of that would definitely draw some attention. Well, Link? Suggestions?
We really don't have any alchemist fire, do we?
I didn't see any.
Claire doesn't say anything.
Wow, thank you.
Claire holds on to the alchemist fire in her little pouch.
Well,
It'd be a shame.
Jericho, do you have anything in your repertoire that might help with this? Oh, look, it's Prince William.
Hello,
I forgot
Prince
to
William.
show-
Nice
I
to
forgot
see
to
you.
show him to you guys.
He is handsome.
Mm-hmm.
He was so nice too.
He just shows up. So, how's it going, guys?
Oh, it's me, Prince William. I definitely wasn't following you.
It's not like I have a crush on one of you. Wink, wink. Go away, Prince William.
I have an explorer's kit here that had a good length of rope. If that would be any help at all, you're welcome to take some. And I do
What we need is some way for Warlink to send us a signal should he get in trouble.
torches.
I could light a arrow on fire.
Will you have enough time for that?
Good point.
You're only going a few miles away, right? You
I-
could just scream, you know. Just saying.
Yodel.
Yodel very loudly. I think we
Wouldn't
hear
it
you.
be unsafe to light a fire in the middle of the forest?
True, but I'd rather be able to see that smoke and
It's
know
not
that
exactly much
Warlink
of a
is in trouble.
forest. There's just trees here and there, since
Oh.
you're pretty high up on the mountain. But yes, if you did try and light a tree on fire on purpose, then that would be somewhat dangerous.
Alright, well, Warlink will just have to trust that you're skilled enough not to get caught. If you do, scream. A lot, and we'll come running. But again, that's 2 miles. You'll have to wait a bit.
Cool. And then after scouting, we're going to drop the fool's gold off,
Correct.
and
Sounded
then
like the plan.
We'll retreat, and Jericho will do his thing.
Just we can't retreat too far, so you might need to find a good place to hide out.
Yeah, Warlink, that's why we send you. Find us someplace good to hide.
cool. Something to look out for, in addition to enemy scouts.
Alright. Have we eaten, drinking? Are we ready to pack up and go?
Claire's already eaten. She's ready to go.
Hey,
Alright.
Warlink, I noticed you got your bandolier tailored. Do you mind if I take a look at it real quick?
So
Yeah.
we'll start packing up and getting ready.
Sure, go ahead.
The craftsmanship is really good, and while they're not looking, I want Solomon to slip into the secret pocket of his bandolier.
Would he even know about the secret pocket?
That is a good question. Would you?
Well, I was turning it over and looking at it, so could I not see it?
Roll perception.
Cool.
You do manage to spy a small pocket on the inside.
Can I have Solomon do a little slip inside?
Solomon needs to roll a stealth check.
So do I can't roll that with my sheet, so I just need to do it freeform.
Spider. +4.
So yeah, it's his dex is +2 +4 then.
Yeah, he rolls 1d20 plus 4. And Warlink, you roll perception.
Oh, I gotta roll perspective.
Yeah, you're...
Eh. Oof.
Can I portent my spider?
You can, if you want.
Can I give him a 10?
Alright, he's at 14. So the spider did slip inside.
He did a great job. This fits really well now, and I appreciate the stitching. Here you go.
I take it back and put it back on me.
Alright. Do you guys want to do anything else
I
before
want
we're heading
to. I
out?
want to have a perception check just so Silver can freak out.
You'd have to roll really high, and you'd have disadvantage.
Aw.
Of course not.
Oh my god,
So you
there's a
can't
spider! Nope.
Alright,
There's a snake in my boot.
we're going to go ahead and take a break. 10-15 minutes. I'm going to go grab some dinner real quick.
Food!
Yeah.
And,
I'm gonna let my dog out for a bit.
And if you guys have any other plans before you move out, just think of it now. We'll be right back.
Right, but I really want there to be a unicorn that we just get to meet and that tells you what to do.
It was basically, look at that little thing. Aw, that's adorable. You're mine now. That's how I got magic powers.
All right. Is everyone here?
I think
Yep.
we're still. Is Agamemnon back?
Yeah.
Let me go make one more bowl of chips because I already ate my whole bowl of chips and I'm still
I
on.
know. It's like, I'm going to grab a drink real quick and we can start.
Baby.
Give me like half a second.
That's okay.
Boom.
Burgers. That's good. No matter where I screw that back on. So let me tell you about the time that I was accidentally racist in D&D. I was playing in Orcus's campaign, part of IGC, and I was playing a cleric, and we got to this temple in this town that's basically just been attacked by gnolls. There's a bunch of wounded people, so I'm going around healing as many people as I can, and one of the players' backstory NPCs is he's about to pass away, and she tries to get my attention, but I fail my perception check. So next session, she starts giving me crap about it. It's like, Raymond, why couldn't you heal my friend? And so I, being the obviously smart person I am, said it's because he's black. I said because he was black. And then about 10 seconds later, I'm like, no, wait, you have to understand. What I meant was he was triaged as black, meaning in a mass casualty incident, someone has to triage people, and they don't meet certain criteria. You triage them as black, meaning they're dead. You shouldn't waste resources on them.
Yep.
So I said, that's because he was black. And then about 10 seconds later, I'm like, no, wait, you don't understand.
Nah, not because of his race.
And I had to explain my casual racism. Okay. Everyone here?
Yarp.
I have arrived with the corn chips.
I have a +1.
Good. Alright.
+1?
My cat.
Mm.
I like to attack the cat.
You fail since it's halfway across the world.
So to say, how dare you?
I like to fire my bow at the cat.
You miss. The bow doesn't have that kind of range.
I nuke the cat.
Sonny is a good boy.
Next week, I'll have 2 cats. Chili and biscuits.
Oh
probably never see
no.
I'm concerned
Chili hates me.
and confused.
Ren and I have discussed previously if we get another cat, a couple of the names on the list are Banana Bread and Mango.
Come here, Mango! 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 Where's Banana
It's so
Bread?
Just
cute!
call him dog. Come here, dog. The cat comes. Good dog.
Oh.
Okay. Warlink is scouting ahead. So let me grab
Okay.
Warlink.
Alright.
And
So we're all back now?
Yarp.
I do believe everyone's back.
Yep. Mhm. And I could not tell you for RP reasons, but I have my eye on you, so you will not die alone. I'm sorry.
Warlink, after a few hours, you eventually come to this guy in the middle of the road looking
Like
at this
his name.
overturned cart.
Dude.
Dude.
And let's make sure. we
Oh,
switch.
dude!
Oh dear. Prince William has been taking up the screen this entire time. There we go. Okay. There's a dude in the middle of the road on an overturned cart.
Oh wait, so it's just me?
Yeah, it's just you.
Alright.
We are 2 miles away. You know how fast it takes a person to run 2 miles?
If you were just walking,
You will be
it takes
dead.
an hour.
It's like you will be dead.
He's just kind of sitting there like, oh man, what am I gonna do?
Can I do a perception check around the dude?
Well, what are you looking for?
Weapons.
Like on his person?
Yes.
All right, roll perception.
Oof.
You don't seem to see anything. He's just kind of walking back and forth in his car. He's like, oh, man.
You must kill him.
But they did say if I find any scouts, I probably shouldn't engage. But I do want to know whether or not this is a scout. Do I have any rope on me?
Let's find out.
Probably have something in a kit you started with.
You took the Thieves pack, correct?
Burglar's pack.
Yes.
I think the Burglar's pack has rope in it.
It does.
Double checking.
Am I strong enough to carry this dude?
Carry what, dude?
The dude?
He had to carry
No,
the dude.
You're,
couldn't carry
you're,
him.
you're small. He's a medium-sized creature. He's at least twice your size.
Can I drag him back to camp?
You could if you manage to tie him up.
Oh, this is bad news bears.
Random strangers on the trail don't take kindly to being tied up, though.
Well, how else am I supposed to know if this guy's a scout?
Use your brains. Use your smarticle particles.
Rolling that 20 on a charisma check to ask.
I don't. Hmm.
Oh, what is that?
It's my water bottle. It squeaks.
Okay. It's like, ugh, what a weird noise.
Yeah, I really need to figure out how to fix it.
Maybe I should do a deception. Oh wait, no.
You mean lie to him? This random stranger that you don't know? How could you?
Do it. Do it. Just walk up and lie right to him. Boom. Lie. Hi, I'm a god. And I'm here to save you.
Alright, I'm gonna have to try something. I wonder. I guess I'll just try. I approached a dude.
Alright. Alright, you approach him. He says, oh, sorry, cart tipped over. It's in the way.
Do you need some help?
He says, yeah, just... I mean, if you could help me get my cart back up, that'd be nice.
Alright, I guess I'll help.
All right, get in the back wheel there, and we'll just turn it this way.
Here?
Yeah, right there, right there. Go ahead and grab the back of the cart, and we'll just turn it. And just roll a strength check.
Strength check. Unskilled?
Yeah, unskilled strength check. Alright. You kind of heave it up off the ground, and it's giving you just a little bit of trouble, but you kind of reposition yourself and kind of stretch out and really push into it, and just kind of flips it back up onto its four wheels. He says, thanks a lot, stranger. Just didn't know what I would do if my cart fell over. I mean, it's just a mess.
No problem.
He starts...
Out of curiosity, what are how did you... what are you even doing out here with an overturned cart?
Well, I'm making my way back to Earthcut, trying to, get some goods there, but decided to try to take the mountain path. Horse ran off and tipped the cart.
Well, without your horse, how are you going to get your cart to Earthcut?
He says, well, I'm probably just going to have to find it. I think it ran off down the trail, so I'll stop there, but he starts moving, like, some barrels and stuff back into the cart.
What is it that you do in Earthcut? Are you do you run a shop or something?
Oh no, I'm just a merchant, trading between towns and whatnot.
Oh, well, since I'm going down this path anyways, anything interesting you saw on your way here?
A bunch of rocks, some trees. That's about it. Really not much. Excuse me.
Can I roll an insight to check to see if he's lying or anything?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
Or is it like some other stat?
No, it's insight.
Perception? Okay. Oof.
Let's see. He's lying. You don't know what he's
All
talking
right.
about, but he's lying.
Alright, well, now that you have your cart turned over, I guess I'll just be on my way. Best of
Alright.
luck to you, dude.
Good luck on your travels. And keeps moving barrels back into the cart. Says, and if you
I
see the
hide.
horse, please do send it back my way.
No problem.
Many thanks.
And I leave and hide in a nearby, I guess,
Which
bush.
way are you
And
going?
this way, isn't it?
Alright.
Can I hide out of sight and keep an eye on him for a little while longer?
How far away from him are you going?
I'm not sure. It's a good spot.
Just say distance in feet.
Mm, 10 feet? Oh, and I ready my dagger, I guess.
You realize that 10 feet away from him is basically right there, right?
Oh. Is it, should I move more?
I mean, if you want to move 10 feet, you can.
Oh, okay. 30 feet?
30 feet. About
Like,
this
I'm just-
far.
I'm just trying to aim for this general area.
Alright, 40 feet away then?
Sure.
Alright,
Let's go with that. I hide out of sight and keep watch on him.
And do a stealth check. You alright down there?
Right, and I keep moving.
You dropped your contact.
How far away do you go?
20 more feet?
Alright. Do you attempt to hide again?
Sure.
Alright, roll with disadvantage because he's watching you.
Eh.
Oh,
Ooh.
He just kind of scratches his head. Weird stranger. Alright, about an hour passes. And we have... tokens, please. Thank you. There we go. Just grab it, everyone.
Ha!
About an hour passes and the group starts making its way.
Has the dude moved yet? During this whole hour?
Do a perception check.
So, Warlink never came back, so we just went in.
Warlink's been ahead of
Okay.
you the entire time. You
So,
can't see what he's
okay.
doing, but you're still hidden.
My perception check is 7.
Yeah, you can't see what he's doing, but he's still hidden away.
Alright, can I try to stealthily make my way back to the group?
Yeah, roll stealth check. Okay. That guy, he doesn't see you. As you manage to make your way back around to the south, you kind of take your way around. And you're just like, hey guys, what's up?
Hey guys, I'm back.
What'd you find, Warlink?
There's a dude with a cart on the road up ahead.
Isn't this
Yeah.
the location?
Yeah, his car was overturned. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how to make sure if he was a scout or not, but I approached him. He asked for help to turn his cart over. I asked, we did it. I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was a merchant on his way to Earthcut. And, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I have a very strong feeling that he was lying, but I wasn't sure
Well,
what it was.
Or like that was rather obvious. I mean, this is the spot we're supposed to go to, and there is an overturned cart.
How do you know that?
Yo, Savard holds up the map or the note. It's what we're supposed to put it in. An abandoned cart.
A broken cart by a broken sign.
Oh.
Was there a broken sign?
Did you see a sign there?
No?
Oh. Alright. Well, I guess if you helped the man, that's good enough.
I
Did you
helped
find-
him, and
You-
I just left, and kept watch of it, on him this whole time.
Alright, well, I guess go find the broken sign in the broken cart then. And then report back.
Alright, I guess I move out to try to find a broken sign.
Alright, where are you moving?
Did I see a broken sign anywhere on my way back?
You took the long way back. You didn't follow the trail.
What is this?
Oh.
What is what?
Right here.
That's a sign.
Is it
Is
broken?
it broken?
No. It says Earthcut this way.
Well, this one's not
And
broken.
it says Trailhead this way.
Do you want me to break it?
No, that won't help us in the situation. We'll only get confused. Alright. Well, you didn't see any other broken wagons in the area, did you?
No.
Well, that's just highly suspicious.
I guess all we can do is go forward. If he wants to keep scouting ahead, that's fine, but we gotta keep moving too.
Jericho, can't you do that thing where you... That thing?
Where I do my tracking? How would that work right
That's
now?
right. I don't know. You've never explained it to me how it works.
Suffice it to say that I can keep an eye on something near me. Right now, I'm keeping an eye on Warlink in case he got any trouble.
Alright. Well, or like, go take a look, one more look at the area where this person in the wagon are, and tell us if you can find a broken sign.
Alright. I move out back to... around here?
I got your back, buddy.
Alright.
Okay.
Agamemnon, is this the area?
Warlink, roll a perception check and a stealth check.
Perception. Oof. And stealth.
You're in the mountains. You kind of lost track of where the wagon was, where you met that guy, but you are kind of keeping to the underbrush.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get closer then. I get closer to where the wagon was, stealthily.
Alright, roll a second stealth check. Wow. Hold on, let me find some new music for this. Let's see.
I request Pink Panther.
Hey, request. Metal Gear!
Let's see if I can find it. Oh right, I gotta unmute the site. There we go. Alright, turn that off. Turn that on.
Okay, so now that I'm closer, can I make another perspection check? Perception check?
Perception, yes.
Yeah. I try to look for a broken sign. I try to look for the broken sign and also the wagon dude.
Well, you can't see the wagon dude, but you do see. I mean, you can't see the sign, but you do see the wagon dude.
And he's still there.
He's still there. The cart's turned over.
Again?
Yeah.
Alright, he's totally a scout then. I'm gonna have to kill him.
I mean, that logic.
We're
didn't
all
make-
here. We could just question him.
I love that
I-
murder logic.
Murder
It is
hobos.
the best.
Mm,
1v6
Okay.
would be pretty intimidating.
that means I have to go back then. Well, it's not like he's going anywhere, so I guess I go back stealthily.
Alright. You're easily able to make your way back to the group, kind of taking the longer route as you did last time.
Alright, he's still there. Wagon's now newly turned over. I'm pretty sure he's a scout now.
Wait, he turned his own damn cart over?
Yep, after helping him back up.
Yeah, that's just plain suspicious. Let's go find this dude.
Alright, so can I go around back and then just flank him?
I would make sure that he doesn't have any place to run.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, you can make your way back around back. You've kind of familiarized yourself with this area now, so you can find a good hiding spot.
Yeah, we'll give Warling a little bit of a head start, and then we'll start moving in
Kind of hide,
that direction.
underneath like this overhang, and you're basically just laying there waiting for the signal.
Can I ready my bow?
Yeah, you can get your bow out and ready.
Agamemnon, will you let me handle this one?
Fine. Have your way with the men, and we'll see how it goes.
Have your way with the man.
Ooh.
Alright, marching order. How are you going to approach this guy?
Alright, Savard will be first, and who's after?
Just
Claire
put
would like to take second place.
Just put yourselves up next to him.
Look at that horse teleport.
Look at that horse.
He
It's a
walked.
magic horse.
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
All right, as you make your way toward, he's like, "Oh, jeez, oh man, what? Sorry, I'll have it out of the way soon. Just, oh man,
I'm gonna
really
cast Charm
sorry.
Person on him.
what?
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Oh fuck.
All right. Pull up your stats real quick. Just first level? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Says, oh, Dragonborn. What can I help you with?
Ah, friend, yes. We meet again. I've forgotten what your name is. Please regale me.
My name is Dude.
Hi, dude. What happened to your cart here?
Well, you know, supposed to pick up some gold from the crown today. Trying to
Oh,
trap the people here, you know, just watching out, making sure no one, you know, just making sure no one finds our ruse.
oh, that's dastardly, but it's a job. That's right. So, where's the rest of the folks? Weren't they supposed to be here too?
Oh, you know, it's just me and my 6 buddies, and Sivart, as soon as this conversation is going on, 3 crossbow bolts come from the trees.
Fun.
Oh no.
We're in a fight, boys!
Who'da thunk?
And they're immediately 1, 2, 3. As 2 of them
Oh,
sink
no.
into this guy's chest, and he immediately falls to the ground dead.
Dude!
Sivar, I thought you said you had this. Now the gentleman's dead.
Can I roll a perception check to see where the arrows came from?
I think
Theirs
we're in
came
turn
from the
order now.
trees.
Oh, okay.
They killed dude.
As these figures immediately drop from the trees. as I can. Let's see. Come on. You can do. There we go.
Killed my friend.
Layer, token layer.
Where's the initiative roll?
It's
Core
under-
stats.
Oh, okay. Ah.
Oh dang.
Of course, I'm the last one.
You know, I play a character that's very dexterous in another campaign, and he's supposed to go first, but he always rolls really poorly.
Yeah.
If you watch the Valorous, it's always like 5 or 9.
All right, sort them.
So there's only 3 of them.
Yes.
He did say 6.
Yes.
Oh god, that one is right on me.
I have rolled a 20. How do I add it?
What you need to do is click on your token, open your sheet, and then click the initiative button.
I did. I rolled
You have to
in the
click on
chat.
your token before, and then it'll automatically add it. But
Oh.
I've added you.
Thank you.
Alright, so we probably want to keep one alive for interrogation.
Maybe. We'll see.
Talk strategy later, kill first.
As they jump down to the trees. Haha!
All right, I am now going to freehand a shape for areas
Please
that
not
count
be a dick.
as for areas that count as difficult terrain. Yeah, around there. That's good. Who's drawing on the map?
It's not me.
Alright, the areas in red count as difficult terrain.
Are those just escarpments or what?
Just what? Rocky areas.
Embankments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they are.
Hey,
Alright, Agamemnon. 3 figures jump from the trees.
Agamemnon's going to move towards the one by Layla. 15 feet in. And he's going to bring his warhammer down one-handed on the individual.
Says, oh no, not the face! As you manage to 9 damage.
face!
He jumps down and immediately this hammer is just on him. He's like, oh no! And he tries to block it with his arms, which managed to break one of them. You can hear the satisfying crunch of both.
Should have thought of that before you did this.
As it just splats all over Layla.
Crushing injuries do not bleed externally.
Unless it punches the skin.
Externally. Yeah, I think he has
Agamemnon,
an
any
internal
further
bleed.
actions?
No, that's it for now.
Alright.
Since his arm is broken, perhaps that should be the one we take.
Enough chatter. Time to kill.
I'm gonna walk over towards this bandit.
Do the... No, you gotta use the spacebar thing to show me your path.
How do I do that again?
You
Yeah,
click and hold
how
your
do I
token,
do-
then press spacebar.
There we go. Did that do it?
Nope.
Okay, click and hold my token.
Press spacebar. And press spacebar for every waypoint, as it were.
How do I make it go?
Alright.
Oh, cool.
Are you doing that?
Sure.
Okay. You have moved up to a bandit. Oh, hello.
I'm here to kill you.
I do a shank.
Ah!
You,
My spleen!
you dagger.
These poor people.
I like how he's intelligent enough to know that it was spleen.
He's holding his sword and he's trying to parry your attack, but you just get in there real close. You just shank him right in the side. And she goes, "Ah, my spleen!"
Yep, not getting the drop on me, friend. But that's the end of my turn.
Claire.
Claire will unsheath her great sword and rush at the bandit next to Jericho. Like that, right?
Yeah.
Alright. And then I will attack the bandit. Let's see here. Where is
Weapons.
weapons? Okay, I will attack.
As you just come up to this guy and pull out your great sword and just cleave him right down the middle and just go, "Ha!" And he goes, "Oh!" He falls to the ground in a bloody mess.
Nice.
Any further actions?
No.
Okay. Sivart.
Yes! I'll cast Guiding Bolt on this guy. Actually, you know what? This guy.
What does that do?
I will
46
show
if
you.
it hits, and the next attack gets advantage.
Oh, oops, I forgot to do something. I didn't roll Solomon's initiative.
Oh. I knew I was going to get a spider to say. I forgot. That's okay, we'll just do this.
That's his order.
6. Okay. Yes, open original. Yes, it's fine. Just do it. Fine. Gosh, I can't even.
That is one like the spider.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute when it's tiny.
I'll snuggle that with my buddy.
And it got a 6. Okay. Alright, so it goes above Agamemnon. What was his name again?
Solomon.
Alright. I'll make sure to get a character sheet for him very quickly.
Thank you, sir.
Sivart is casting Guiding Bolt. 15 versus AC. Believe that hits.
Haha!
Yes. It's 15 damage as you shoot this guy with a Guiding Bolt. And it just takes him right in the face and he falls to the ground. Blah! Yeah.
Then I will move here and duck behind the fallen cart.
Alright.
Then I'm done.
Layla.
As this guy got hammer timed right next to you.
We want to keep him, right? We don't want to kill him.
It's one thing we can do is keep him around, interrogate him. We still
Well-
need to know where the hammer is.
I was gonna say, you just saw Agamemnon come up and beat the crap out of him, so what would she do?
Tie him up.
Well, does anybody have any rope? Because I don't.
I do.
We do. It's just what would Layla do in that instance? Would she think about
Yeah.
that?
I mean,
I
if
would-
a guy dropped out of a tree behind me, I'd probably kick his ass.
That's a very fair point, actually. Yeah, actually. Okay, how do... There we go. I got it. Oh, I didn't mean to do two. I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll just take the first one. As you throw your dagger, or stab him. Let's see. Okay. You take your dagger back and you shank him in the side, and he just goes, "Oh, my side!" And then he falls over, dead. Oh.
Well, damn.
Is it possible to do a saving throw on a dead bandit?
What do
What
you
kind
mean?
of saving throw?
Never mind. Trying to keep him alive.
Well,
But didn't
he's
Jude
technically
say there were
bleeding.
more than that?
Are you asking
Before,
the GM?
Oh yeah, that's right. He did say the dude said there were 6.
Hmm.
Is there anything else that we can see around here?
I don't know. Is there?
I mean, there's a blue profile avatar thing over in the side there, but
Oh,
I don't know
sorry.
if we're allowed to see that.
That was Solomon's temporary token.
Okay, I didn't know if that was somebody else or not.
Sivar, when you said, "Do we see anything else?" and I say, "I don't know," do you? That means you roll perception.
Oh, you guys tell me that.
I mean, you
Not
don't
that
have
bright,
to look
you
around
know.
if you don't want to.
I just like the music's going on. There's still time where I'm just like,
Oh no.
we don't
Oh,
see diddle.
No.
I'm distracted, but I want to go help dude.
Layla, do you do anything else on your turn?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Sivart, a crossbow bolt flies towards you from the trees. And it has
That will not
advantage.
hit. On this, it has advantage.
Still doesn't hit. Agamemnon, you got one coming at you.
He has advantage, of course, and he does not hit
16.
either. AC is currently 18. Sure.
I was gonna put the dude to sleep, but it's got a range of 20 feet, and I wasn't sure how to do that properly without it getting Agamemnon put to sleep too.
You wouldn't be able to. Let's see, who all would have fell asleep?
It only targets enemies, I believe. But then again, don't casting ranged spells while somebody's standing next to you, not a good idea.
Right. That was
wonder-
like my first idea. Then I was like, maybe not.
You think there could be a bandit in every single tree? Or at least the remaining trees?
That's what I think. Probably.
I mean, they're coming from somewhere that we're not able to see right now.
Probably over here.
Just go climb a fucking tree, Savart. You can do it. I'm sure there's one up there somewhere.
I've blown all my spells.
You don't need a spell to climb a tree?
Sivar does.
I was gonna say when.
Sorry about that.
Would that be like an intimidation roll? Would you just like scare the shit out of him in a tree?
Yes, that would be an intimidation roll. Let's see, Jericho. Crossbow bolt flies at you.
Oh, diddly.
There it is.
Ah.
Oh dear.
Right to the neck.
1d8 plus 1.
Oh no.
Kind of gets you like right in the between the shoulder and the neck. Hit you really in the meaty spots, and you take 8 damage.
Jericho is vomiting blood.
Coughs up a bit. Crossbow's hurt, man.
And these guys are no longer hidden. And Warlink.
Alright, what's the range on my bow?
What is it? Short bow?
Yeah, 8320.
Let's see. That means if it's within 80 feet, you don't have disadvantage, and 320 is the max range.
Okay, how do I check for
Click
this
on the
thing, right?
ruler on the left side. All of them are within 80 feet.
Okay. I have a lot of different actions I can take, can't I?
Yes.
So my class.
There are.
Trying to remember the I'm trying to remember the training.
The training. Remember your training.
So you're a rogue, correct?
Yes.
You're currently hidden
Jesse,
to them.
remember your training.
Yes.
You have advantage. You could get sneak attack on any of them, and then you can
Yes.
take a bonus action with your cunning action to rehide, like move and rehide.
Or you
Okay.
could even bonus before you do that if you want to like sprint somewhere or something. I don't know.
Yeah, your bonus action is dash, disengage, or hide.
Okay. Well, I take my bow out and I target the very top left bandit.
Alright, he has partial cover, so he has +2 to his AC. But you may roll with advantage because they don't know you're there.
And don't I get sneak attack as well?
Yes, if it hits. With advantage, that hits. Roll sneak attack.
Sneak attack. This one.
Should be 1d6. So
There we
manage
go.
to do 11 damage to him. As you take out your bow, you kind of take really good aim. And as soon as he peeks out with his crossbow bolt to shoot at Sivart, you manage to get a good shot in on him. And after the crossbow bolts are loosed, you loose your arrow and you get him right in the side. And he just goes, "Ah, oh!" And he falls from the tree onto the ground.
My knee.
I'll give a thumbs up.
Minus
The
10
distance.
HP to whoever said that. I will throw a meteor at you. Anyways.
Alright.
Oh, no.
And so for my bonus and cunning action, I want to move a little closer to this bandit over here.
You can do that movement without using your cunning,
Yeah.
because you move 30 feet total, but you
25.
double it on this red.
Well, I want to move and hide.
Oh, okay.
So you can move,
Move then
25
move
feet
then hide.
and then use your cunning action to hide.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait.
Well, that's
this
rough
is the-
terrain, so you can only move half your speed through that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 3,
You can only move 2.
2. Okay, 1. So right here.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
And if you use your cunning action to hide, roll a stealth check.
Oof.
Alright, let's see. It doesn't appear that any of them see you.
Cool. I put this card face down and end my turn.
Solomon.
Solomon will use his turn to hide in the bag.
Alright, Solomon is still totally obscured, so they can't see him. Agamemnon.
Agamemnon, seeing that Jericho has been taken down, will ignore that. And I think he'll stay within... that's difficult. Sorry.
Hey man, I'm offended.
Okay, yes, I will move up and attack this gentleman with my maul.
Ow.
Ferociously.
He's 10 feet up in a tree.
Oh, he's 10 feet up. Okay.
Hit the tree.
It's fine.
Trey.
There's some balls
In that case, I'll drop my maul
Go do a Thor.
and loose my javelin at this one.
Alright. He has partial cover, so he's got +2 AC. Regardless, the javelin hits, and it kind of gets him in the leg, and he goes, "Oh!
Mighty!
Oh!" Says,
Does he
"Oh,
take
my
fall
leg!"
damage?
If...
Well, he's gonna roll a dex saving throw. Oh, my leg! And he falls out of the tree. He's now prone on the ground. Any other actions?
End turn, sorry.
Jericho. The pain!
Yeah, was the guy that just fell the one that shot me? Just out of
Yep,
curiosity.
that's the one who shot you.
With the crossbow bolt sticking out of my back, and I'm kind of hobbling from blood loss and delirious here. I'm gonna fall over and drop my knife into him being prone.
Alright. You gain advantage because he's prone. Roll a d20 just in case it's... Yeah, okay. So you just walk up to him and he's like, "Oh, my leg! Oh, no! Oh. And you just stab right down into him. Now you've given him a chance to protest. Paying
That
back for that.
hurt.
Could have kept him alive.
I'm in pain. I end my turn.
Alright. Claire, it's your turn.
Claire is going to, let me see. Perfect. Wait, no, that's not what I want. And then I'm going to, let me see here.
He's on a tree.
I know, I have a plan. I'm going to rage and recklessly attack the tree, trying to cut it down in a single swipe.
Alright.
How do I go about doing this?
Good question.
I would say, okay. Just roll an attack with advantage and do damage. So let's see.
Doing damage to the tree?
Yeah.
Are trees weak to slashing damage?
I mean, I would think so.
I don't
Maybe.
think so.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage!
Flex tape!
To a tree.
So Claire, you basically just go, "Claire, angry!" You take out your great sword and just wail into this tree, and you make it about 3/4 the way through, and just use your sword as a lever and just pry it open, essentially, And this bandit's gonna make a dex saving throw. He also falls with the tree to the ground and is prone.
With my rage, I get an extra action, don't I?
Let's find out. Barbarian Rage. Advantage. +2 to damage. You can also end your rage on your turn as a bonus action. No, you don't get anything else.
All right. Well, since I think this boy should be Mr. Take Home. Me. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. On to Sivart.
Who's left? That guy?
That guy.
Yeah.
Just him.
Next to a fallen, broken tree.
I'll yell out, "Don't kill him! We need that one alive!"
You need me alive.
I'll turn over and heal Jericho with healing
No one
light.
loves you, Jericho.
So, how we?
Best tree ever.
2d6s.
I'm not the artist.
I will heal you for 8, Jericho.
Oh, bless.
Got it
There
all
you
back.
go.
As your muscle
crossbow bolt
tendons
just
and the
like-
muscles in your neck just start to knit back together.
It just pushes the crossbow bolt out.
Now the crossbow bolt is part of him now.
I have become
Stuck inside
crossbow
his
man.
neck.
Healing light. Cool d6s. 1 plus warlock level. So you have 3. How many did you use?
2 of them.
2 of them. Alright. So let it be written. So let it be done.
Thank you,
I'll
man.
move over here and I'll be done.
Alright. Layla.
Okay, I am going to I can cast sleep. I just have to pick a point where it's not gonna bother everybody else. Right?
Yep. Pretty much. Let's see. Class bard. See. Range 90 feet. Alright. Let's see. What is it? 20 feet from the point you choose. Okay, so basically... let's make it purple.
Okay, so I'm going to cast sleep at. How do I ping?
Click and hold.
Somewhere. Yeah, actually, where the green one was. Let's do that instead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume you can do it well enough. Where it only affects that guy.
Yep, I cast sleep on that rock, and it only it bothers the one dude.
Alright. 21. Yep, he falls asleep. He's like, I'm so
Ooh.
tired.
It's like my legs are broken.
Let's see, he's asleep for
1 minute.
1 minute.
That's enough time to tie him up.
Yeah, and I don't have anything to tie him up with, so that's probably the end of my turn.
Who does?
Yeah, who has rope?
Claire does.
Rage tie him up.
She's still raging. Alright.
I
Yes,
should
I
have
think
rope.
that's.
I should have rope though.
Yay!
Yay!
You did it.
We're out of combat now, right?
Yes.
All right. Claire is going to walk up to the bandit, and then I would like to cast lesser restoration. It's my
Wait. I have it here. Get your traits.
Uh,
I would like to use Celestial Legacy, my racial trait, to cast Lesser Restoration. How do I
Stop him?
how do I do the thing in chat?
I want to grab her arm.
let's calm down for a second here.
Yeah.
Because first off, I have one disease or one condition afflicting it. Yeah,
I would like to fix his legs if possible.
his legs aren't broken.
He doesn't need to walk.
Oh, they aren't broken?
And he doesn't need to walk. No.
Well,
This guy broke his
I-
arms when he tried to block a warhammer with his arms.
And this guy got chopped in half, and then this guy fell out of a tree, and Jericho dropped a knife on him. I would like to tie him up.
There we go.
All right.
While raging.
Tying before
Very
the healing.
angry. Very angry rage.
You can end your rage as a bonus action. Or
No,
as a
oh
free
no,
action.
I'm not. I don't
Not
want to
going
actually
to. Just gonna
rage.
tie him up. Rage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tie him up. What do I roll?
No, you just tie him up. He's restrained now.
Cool.
Does anyone want to do anything to him while he's unconscious on the ground?
We could search him.
Yep, could actually.
I want to take his weapons away.
All right. You notice that he's got a light crossbow and a
I'll
scimitar.
toss that off to the side, and I'll toss the scimitar off to the side. Does he have anything else on him?
I'm rolling that right now. Let's see. Treasure, yes. I need, they are CR that much. And there were 6 of them. Technically 7. Two 1s, 2 10s, 4, 6, and 9. So 30 plus 34, 64.
Look at that balance. 2 1s, 2 10s.
Yeah. Okay.
Man,
So
I wanted to
64.
kill this. I wanted to kill the dude.
I know.
Probably would have jumped me if I killed the dude.
Plus 30, 13 silver.
But
Plus
Jericho is taking a firm breather over there.
I know. I need to do the same thing.
I meant more in the like life flashing between his shoulder blades kind of breather.
plus 12 times 5 is 60. So you managed to find 2 silver, 73 copper in loose
Cool.
change.
In this guy's pockets?
In everyone's pockets.
Oh.
I'm just assuming you're going through everyone's pockets.
No, I'm just making sure this guy wasn't dangerous. Rip.
Press F to pay respects.
Sonny likes to
Other
bite
than
me.
that, he doesn't really have anything on him.
All right, as long as he's disarmed, I'm good. You give me a 15-minute breather. Keep an eye on him.
Claire would like to search the dude.
The dude also has he's got like a short sword. Most travelers and merchants tend to carry a sword. That seems to be part of his bit. And he's got some coins on him, like everyone else. That adds up to what I mentioned previously.
So there's no like special document on him or nothing, or
Nope.
No map?
no.
No map.
Well,
Do any of them have maps?
None of them have maps.
Can we see what's in the barrels?
Yeah, you can take a look.
Claire would like to search the barrels.
As you open the barrels, inside are basically just a bunch of rocks.
No wonder this thing fell over. Alright, I'm gonna walk over back to the group and I'm gonna say, you know, it's weird to think that these bandits killed the dude first.
Are we really sure if this guy is with, like, the dude? If they killed him?
They killed him because he was giving up information.
Yeah, he knew too much, or he was saying too much.
I
That
agree.
makes sense.
As you guys are sitting there talking, this guy eventually comes to. Says, "Oh, what? Let me go! Let me go! I'll cut your tongues out."
You don't get to ask questions, boy.
I wasn't asking questions. I was making threats. Get it right.
Claire whips out her great sword and holds it to his throat, and I want to intimidate him, see if I can get any information out of him.
Roll intimidate.
Oh.
I portent her.
Oh dear.
Darn.
19 is the other one you had left.
Okay, then it's the 19.
Oh God.
19
That's
plus
hecka.
0?
I'm sorry, what does that skill do again?
Cramps.
He basically rolls 2d20 at the end of a long rest, and he gets to replace any d20 roll during the day with those 2 rolls.
Oh, okay.
So he's basically...
I see the future.
Basically, Claire, you gain a brief insight on this guy, and you realize that you kind of see yourself pulling your greatsword to the neck, but then you realize if you point it maybe towards the lower crotch area, that he would be intimidated.
Much more intimidated.
Much more intimidated. And so then you hold it out there, and it's like, I see your point, and hereby withdraw any requests and threats that I make. Withdraw any previous threats or requests. I'm listening.
You're gonna tell us everything you know right now, or I'm gonna eat you for breakfast.
Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. Alright, so I was born in Earthcut, and as a little boy, I grew up on the streets.
I don't care about your backstory!
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
Okay, I got into the life of crime because it was easy, and you could...
I don't care about your backstory!
He keeps going, and, stealing thieves' gold every now and then.
Claire, ask him about the ransom.
Where's the axe?
Oh, the axe. It's back at the hideout. Boss has it. You said we were...
Where?
It's at the hideout. The boss has it. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Wait, who's the boss?
The boss. He's the boss.
Name?
Ask
We just
him
call him the
where
boss.
the hideout is.
You go that way. Look for the markings on the trees. They'll point the way.
How many more people do you have in your group?
I can't count that high. I'm sorry.
Do you have any eggs?
He looks at you. No.
She's
Disappointment!
Don't hurt me, please.
Do they know that you guys are supposed to come back? Are they expecting you?
We were supposed to get the gold and come back, and then we'd give up the axe. See, it was supposed to be an easy job, easy money.
Just an idea. There's 6 bodies. Perhaps some of us who fit them, could take their clothes and sneak in along with this man.
I think that's a good idea. Please, just don't hurt me.
That means we have to hurt you, because we need all 6. And we
No,
can't...
just take my clothes. I'll leave. I swear. I promise. I'll turn over new leaves
No.
and everything.
You know the secret password. You see, we got a
There is no secret password. What are you talking about?
We got a fish girl. We got a big old giant boy. Look, some of us are gonna go in there with you, and then we're gonna figure out what's going on. Figure out where that axe is, okay?
I don't know where the axe is. The boss has the axe.
I shouldn't have
I kind of don't.
We could just
that's
stuff
not
him in a
exact
barrel
technical
and
for
take his
being a big
clothes.
boy. That is true. You want to go in a barrel?
Please don't hurt me. I don't want to die.
Put him in a barrel and roll him down the hill, and it'll be fine.
No, I don't want to die.
I agree with that.
Claire goes over, picks up a barrel, empties all the rocks out, giant pile of
no,
rocks.
not the barrel, not the barrel.
And then I drag the barrel over to him, and I stuff him inside while he's still tied up, and I put the lid back on, and I bump it down into the barrel.
No,
Wait. Take his extra clothes off.
Oh
though.
wait, yeah, I take it back off, and then I grab his
thank
clothes.
You.
And
Thank you.
I take his clothes off, and all of them, wink, wink. And then I put him back in the barrel, and
No, not the barrel, not the barrel.
then I kick him down the road.
You see the barrel roll down the mountain, and after about the third time it hits, the barrel just breaks apart, and you see this limp body start falling down the mountain. Probably about
God bless.
200 feet.
I want.
And,
Hey, Warling, you should try to shoot him.
No, thank you.
I think he's probably dead at this point. Honestly,
he's dead. He's gone. He's dead.
He's very much dead.
Just this.
I wanted to
just this
ask. I wanted to
naked-
ask more questions, but oh well.
Just this.
I guess we
naked-
know-
shout them down the hill at him.
As Sivart's done resting. Hey guys, wait, where'd he go?
Sivart just like he's like, oh, that was good rest. And you get up, you see this. No, wait, no! Just this barrel going
Where'd
down
Jericho
the
go?
mountain.
You kicked our prisoner down a hill and killed him.
Well, we have all the information we need now. We know where it is. We know what to look for. We have all of these clothes. I'm thinking, me, Agamemnon, Jericho.
I was more mentioning that you just
Sivar.
murdered him.
Who cares?
We could have just
Rebirth.
tied him up.
He's gonna come
They're
back as
all
a
murdered.
flower.
See?
He's gonna come back as a flower. It's okay.
You are the rebirth religion person.
He's gonna. Yeah. Sometimes you have to help them with the rebirth a little.
My God.
Sometimes he has to help.
Sometimes
get the-
people
Gotta get
don't
the
wanna get
process
rebirth.
started.
Takes a little bit of nudging, but once
Claire,
it's started,
Claire, like,
it's
writes in
started.
her journal tonight. Dear Panaya, today I planted 7 flowers.
That's so wholesome, but like really fucked up.
Alright, Sivart's gonna go and take all the equipment from the ones that aren't dead and put that inside the cart.
All right,
Wait, but they are all dead.
Oh, sorry, the ones that are dead. So, any weapons that they had and stuff.
We have to take their cart though, so it'll match.
Why?
So we're infiltrating their base,
Right, because our cart doesn't match their cart.
and
Well,
the rest of the group is expecting them to come back with the gold.
Layla, how about instead we wait till nightfall and then we go sneak into their camp and go take their captain hostage.
You just.
I mean, that would be
kill the
fine.
Captain.
All right, or just kill them all. I don't care.
We
I was
could
trying
go-
to be nice.
Again,
We
your
could go
mission
there
objective-
tonight.
Your mission objective
Actually-
is to get the axe back.
Well, we don't know how they managed to. Do we know how they managed to steal the axe?
Nope.
At this point, I don't care. We know that they have it, and all we need to do is get it and bring it back.
Maybe they were hired to steal the axe.
Well, we
Yeah.
could go there. I could put them to sleep. We can steal the boss and the axe back. Ask him some questions and then kick him down the hill too. Just saying.
Warlink, you
Mhm.
think you could sneak in there, get that axe, and get out?
Of course. I mean, if they're all asleep.
Let's wait until the evening. Warlink, you'll have a better chance at that point. Go sneak in, and then steal the axe and get out. Less killing, the better.
Don't we want to do anything to the boss or get more
We could tie
information?
him up and bring him back to the castle.
If we bring him back,
They can figure out what to do with him.
True, but going through the countless guards that one individual could not count.
Just
I
an
don't-
idea. Say their base is made of wood, or it's in a cave.
Oh god.
I have a big old fire potion, and if it's made of wood, we burn it down. We find the axe in the rubble.
You would find the axe without
Just
the half.
ruined. Oh yeah,
Uh,
the wood half.
Yeah.
Layla just walks over and like covers her mouth. Like she can't talk. Like just be quiet. No.
Actually, wait. Actually, that isn't a bad idea. Except for the burning everything down part. Let's not do that one.
We could cause a fire as a distraction.
We could just...
After the axe is stolen.
What we could do is smoke them out. If it is a cave, fill it with enough smoke and they have to come out eventually.
I think we should at least go and see what kind of place this is before we make any sort of battle plans.
Mhm.
Good point. Alright. I guess we'll load everything up onto our cart. I don't think we need their cart.
Preferably before night falls.
I am sorry, dude. Was my friend, but only but a few moments before you died.
I was your friend, dude.
Oh, you're an ass.
I ain't your dude, buddy.
Your buddy, pal.
I ain't your pal.
What is
Your pal guy.
What does Agamemnon think of all of this?
I'm just here to keep you lot alive.
And in
Well,
Jericho,
what a-
how are you?
I wonder how.
By the way, Agamemnon, Sivart was casting magic.
That he was.
Oh, was he now?
So
We weren't
was
paying
Layla.
attention now.
That is a
So
good
was
question.
Layla.
Oh
What did you
damn!
notice?
Let me tell the guards real quick. Oh, guards. Oh, there are no guards. Funny that.
I want to inquire with Agamemnon. Would he rather prefer that we? I mean, we're gonna get the axe back, no matter what. That's the plan. But about the rest of the bandits, what should we do about the rest of the bandits, or do you just don't care about what happens to the rest of the bandits?
Normally we would take them in, let them have a trial. But it seems the trial are out here today. It's too much effort taking them in. We can kill them, we can bypass them, but they must pay for what they've done.
How practical is it to capture possibly just a boss and bring him back?
It's not.
Well, you do have a
If you're-
wagon.
If you're asking how practical that is, it's not.
It's not practical, but it's easily done.
Is it possible to get like the army or an armed royal guard, whatever, to come out here?
They
Our
already said
job.
they can't spare
No.
anyone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, it's up to you. And us, I guess.
I really want to know I really want to know if there was like anyone behind the scenes to all this axe stealing nonsense or business. But I guess with the resources we have, we should just focus on getting the axe back and worry about everything else later.
Jericho, how are you faring?
Jericho has been laying, face down in the dirt this whole time.
He feels okay, but his back is really stiff.
I'll try to turn him over.
Hey, Sivart, thanks for the heal, bud.
Here, let me help with that. And Agamemnon will try to do some field chiropractic.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Roll a medicine check.
Oh no, I'm out of portents.
You do kind of get him up on his feet, and instead of like cracking his back, you just tell him to kind of stand a certain way, and it'll feel better soon. Because your years of military training, you've learned how to stand where to kind of ease your back a bit, and you just kind of sit him up instead of trying to like crack his spine or anything. You just kind of show him this neat trick you learned of how to stand. And Jericho, it seems to work. The aching pain tends to go away. So you just gotta you're just kind of supporting your back as best you can. You can use your
Thanks,
text machine.
I'm feeling better now, but I'm still not feeling super cracked out for this hero business.
I don't suppose that counts as a long rest.
No.
Long rest?
No.
Okay.
Short rest, maybe.
Alright. How about we go find this cave? Who's good at finding signs on trees?
Warning.
Yeah, I guess I'll go look for this base. We don't know if it's a cave yet, actually.
Thank you, Warling. Thank you, Warling.
Are we
Alright.
gonna follow semi-close behind?
How far away did the bandit say this base was?
Claire, how far away was the bandit base?
About 2 miles. Gone.
He's still falling down the mountain.
Oh no, he's dead on the side at the bottom of the mountain. Maybe some merchants come across a naked dead body in the woods.
Nice.
Start
Yeah, that's
asking
totally
questions.
normal. That's totally.
About
Maybe they were
about
coming around the
2
town.
miles.
You don't
2
know.
miles?
They didn't say.
Wait, they
Oh.
didn't say how far it was?
They pointed it in a direction and said there's gonna be markings on trees.
Alright, I guess we could. Should we go in a group until we find a tree with markings? Or should I just go on ahead?
I think it'd be better to stick together in enemy territory.
Mhm.
Well, Jericho is gonna go practice some standing techniques in the back of the cart and take a load off.
All right. Which card
Alright.
are you guys taking? I know there was some discussion about it.
The original one?
All right. There's still a cart blocking the path.
Oh. Okay, how about this? So, some of you guys move this broken cart out of the way, and I guess I'll go and scout ahead while you guys are doing that, maybe like a mile off, to see if I can find any trees on markings. If not, then we'll regroup, and then we'll just move together as a group.
Works for me.
Alright, then I guess I go off. I go off, and within a mile, try to find this tree with markings.
So Agamemnon and Claire can easily get the other cart out of the way as Warlink scouts ahead. Warlink, you can either do perception or survival. I think they're going to be both the same for you.
They are. So let's go with. Actually, my survival was really good. Had a good roll. Perception has been not so good. No, there we go.
So you're kind of looking around on the trail, looking for markings on trees, and eventually you see kind of cut into one tree, a very small marking that you recognize as one of the markings used in town as kind of like a safe haven, as it were. And it points in the direction, and by the way of marking, you can tell it's really close. Like you're pretty close to the safe house, as it were.
All right. What? Anything else?
Do you wait for everyone to catch up, or do you keep scouting?
No. I go back, or
Or you could go back and meet them. I mean, either or.
Yeah, I'll go back and meet them. If it's already that close by, then probably might need to reconsider getting closer.
You've been walking for a couple miles, at least. It wasn't like right at the stop where they tried to ambush you.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'll go back to them.
All right.
At least I know where it is.
So as
Hi,
you guys are
Warlick.
traveling
What
along,
did you see? Four?
Alright, so found a marking, and it's pretty close by.
Alright, take us to there. Let's figure out what this base looks like.
Right. And I guess we all go to. I take everyone to the place where the tree with the marking, and also point them to the direction that the marking is telling me where to go.
Alright.
Alright, so eventually you guys make your way to another kind of branch off the trailhead. This one seems to go up into the mountain, and it's used to kind of just, a hiking trail to go up into the mountain. But, Warlink, you can roll a history check.
History check, history check, history check, and boop. Wow.
You would actually recognize this as one of the trails up to one of the old mines of Earthcut Kingdom. One of its main exports when it first started out was gems and ore. And this mine had since dried up recently, so they stopped, bringing miners to it. But, you can definitely see a marking on the signpost. This one's smaller than the one on the tree. But you know that essentially you have to head up this trail to get to where you need to go.
So the base is in the mines.
Oh, so there's a mine up there.
Most likely.
Warlink, will you move on up? See if there's anyone at the entrances. If there's not, we'll move on up too.
Alright, got it.
Move everyone over to the map.
Alright, so I approach the entrance stealthily and try to see if there's anyone or any possible traps or whatnots.
Alright, roll a stealth check.
I'm assuming this is the map leading to the mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, Warlink, you come to this intersection. There's a narrow path to the left that's pretty steep, but off to the right it kind of curves around.
Where am I?
North a bit. Actually, you know what? Roll me a perception check.
Oof.
Okay. So, there's a path that goes north. It's pretty steep. But there's also a path to the right that's kind of less steep. It just kind of winds around.
Can't see with this window always in the way. Wonder if I can minimize. Oh, there we. All right, there we go. I can minimize it, or resize it. All right. So there's a path to the north and a path to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there I am. Okay. Wow, this is a long map. Which path is? Okay, so there's a couple trees here. I checked the north path.
Alright, do you walk it or just look at
I walk along it stealthily.
it? Alright. And you manage to make it to the top, near the... You see the entrance to the mine, up ahead.
Do I need to roll another perception, or am I
what are you
still not
looking
seeing
for?
any? Guards, traps.
You can roll from up there, yeah.
Guards, traps, or signs. Oh wait, that's performance. Never mind. Perception. Oof.
It's a mountain trail.
Can't see anything.
Oh, okay. While you're right there, you hear a very, very close to you, you actually hear a... Stupid brush.
Okay, so there are people here hiding in a brush.
Yeah, it was very close to you.
But they don't see me, right?
You don't think so?
I would hope not.
Okay.
That would be a pincushion by now.
Alright, I wish I could get more information. But I guess I should just go and report back then. So I return back to the group, stealthily.
Alright, roll a stealth check.
Oof.
Bad day, bad day, bad day.
as you're walking along, you hear this. Stop right there! What do you think you're doing? As this guy just jumps out of this bush. Lair token. There we go. He's got a crossbow pointed right at you.
Is the spider still with me, by the way?
Yep.
Yes, technically.
Okay.
That's within range. So
Do
Jericho
you know
can
the spider is with you?
essentially
Yeah,
hear what's
it
going
can-
on. This guy just jumps out at you and says, "Stop right there! What do you think you're doing?"
And I do actively hear that, right?
Yes. In fact, anyone can roll a perception check to see if they can hear it from down there. But he's talking to you, Warlink.
Oh, okay. Nothing. Just, heard there was a mine around here and wanted to come check it out.
Roll deception.
Oof.
Why are you oofing? That's a good roll.
You oofed at everything.
There's
Yes.
good oofs and bad oofs.
Yes.
And he
Yes,
says,
there are.
He says, "This area is off limits by the ground's guard. You should go back the way you came before a landslide happens or something."
Alright, cool. Thanks for the warning. I'll go ahead and just do that.
And he's just watching you walk away. Layla
Can-
and Layla can hear that guy kind of yelling at him.
And I move back to the group.
I was letting people
one
know
second.
that he was getting talked to.
Wait, hang on. I
Okay.
do I get out of vision before I regroup with the group?
What do you mean out of vision?
Like he no longer sees me before I get back to the group, so that he probably won't see the group.
You don't know.
Okay, so can I try to leave and make sure that I'm out of sight?
There's a pretty big cliff between you and here. Again, you're using this trail to go up the mountain pretty high, so as long as you're sticking down there and not yelling and waving your hands, it's fairly easy to assume that you're not being watched.
Okay. So I'm back with the group now, right?
Yep.
Alright. So, guys, found the entrance, but it's pretty dangerous here. There are, I count at least, there was one bandit who was hidden in a brush near the entrance, and then another one caught me as I was coming down the path. So I'm pretty sure all along the paths they have guards posted or hidden in every single brush, and it's just watching the path.
Alright. I mean, we can deal with that.
But I did not get a good look at the inside of the mine. But needless to say, I'm pretty sure this is based. If they have this many bandits just hidden along the path.
So, Claire, you ready to fight your way up?
Is there any easier way to get up and into the mines? Other than fighting?
Well, you want to climb?
Could put them to sleep.
No,
Well, we don't know
they're
how many
scattered.
there are, but we
Yeah.
do know where they're hiding.
I do know where at least two of them are hiding.
You said brush.
Yes, they were both of them were in brushes.
Agamemnon, Claire, how about you take the front? Me and Jericho will stay close behind you, and we'll torch any brush we come across. We'll see if we can get them before they get us.
Sounds
what do you
good to me.
Wait, what do I do?
We're going to attack. Well, you two are going to stand up. Claire and Armageddon are going to stay up front, and Jericho and we're going to burn every bush that we come across. So,
Alright, cool.
why are we?
if I were you, I'd
devastating
have
nature?
your bow on the ready. The
Right.
moment I light up a bush, they're probably going to get out of it.
Oh, DM.
Claire-
DM, I forgot to mention. I retrieved the arrow I loosed in the previous battle. I retrieve it.
Alright, you're good.
What is my distance? 60 feet. So I could get 60 feet close to it before I can cast it. What kind of distance is that? A good distance. So this is how far we need to start getting. All right, show me
This
where you were
magical
seen
ruler.
last.
Where I was seen last?
Well, where the person saw you.
You saw me around here.
All right, lead us there.
How do you describe that? You can't just point at a map.
Okay. It was near a point where the path branches off between a north path and east path.
All
There
right,
was a
Let's
lot of
continue on
brushes.
let's
Alright.
continue on. The moment you see the brush that they were hiding in, tell me.
But we should be cautious of every. Well, okay.
Oh.
And at that, our heroes make their way back up the mountain. But will they be able to make it there in time?
Also, Claire discovered eggs. Huh.
Also, Claire discovered eggs. As they make their way up, will they be able to make it in one piece to the bandits' lair? Will they be able to find Stormhowl, the axe of the late king? Will Claire ever be able to find more eggs? These questions and more on next Dungeons and Dragons.